Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dorkvision stream. You can catch this stream every Sunday from 9 p.m. to midnight, and every Wednesday you can find our sister stream from 7 to 10 where they're going through the Rime of the Frost Maiden. You can find my book of Gastromancy and my guide to slimes on DriveThruRPG, my book of secrets and my city generator on the DM's Guild, and if you want to support me another way, you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/noblecrumpet. With intros out of the way, let's get into the stream. So, fellows, have finally made it back to the city. Dan, you've gotten your wish from the Primordium Court after returning Shizarim the Sagacious, the missing married genie, to her seat of power in Famladan, righting the balance of the place. It'll take some time, hopefully, to get back to the standard climate of Famladan. You can already feel some coolness coming to this place. A breath of fresh air, almost. And it's filled with a lot more steam than you're used to from your short time here. That's mostly it.
Does that mean we're all frizzy and stuff?
Yeah, so instead of a dry heat, we have just this humid heat, and it's worse.
It's a little worse, but it should get better.
There's eventually gonna be a nice cool breeze, but you gotta work your way to that.
Yeah.
At least I'm fire resistant.
It's out like a lion, that sort of thing. Amon received a item from the genies and their wish that he spent.
I got a stick.
got a stick. Everybody else got wondrous boons of power, and your stick, called the Staff of Death, has its own powers. But it's not as cool as the boon of invulnerability, or boon of peerless aim, or the boon of plane shift.
I used to stick of death. I died. Great.
Working as intended.
What was a mouse boon again?
Peerless aim. Lets her get plus 20 to an attack roll.
Sweet.
Once.
I will murder everything.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify something. Did we feel like these boons came from his wish, specifically? I'm just trying to understand where they came from.
They happened after you got the wish from Amon. You were kind of swept up in a bit of the wish's power.
Okay.
We were interwoven into his destiny.
Sucks to be you.
It does. Feels gross. They're permanent friends now.
Mao says, except for Boom Crash, under her breath.
But that doesn't count. Broom Crash already knows that.
Yeah, no, we're tied. It's all good.
So, as you guys descend from the sort of bridge overlooking the void in the Primordium Court, the four genies bow their heads to you. You may go now. We hope that all of your journeys find you well, and hope that that wish did not take too much of a toll. Although it seems that its effects are yet to be found. Well, I'm sure they'll find out soon enough what it means to make a wish. Now
Well,
leave this place.
Before I go, do you happen to know anything about a black pyramid? I'm gonna look at Shizarim, especially since she's aware of pyramids.
I do not know of a black pyramid.
That's what we saw. That's what I saw in the vision, right? Just to clarify, it's been a week.
It is. You received
Oh.
a vision of a big black pyramid.
Okay. All right then. In that case, I'm just gonna wave goodbye and just head on out.
You guys leave the Primordium Court to the astonished eyes of everybody that's now pouring into the Primordium Court and awaiting in a nice, fancy line set up by Emberwill, the little fire Mayfit. They seem to be ignoring you as they're guiding everybody in. Everybody seems to want to have a piece of the Primordium Court now that Shizarim is back.
Hey, court's open again.
Much. That dusty
Not our
place
problem.
is now filled with activity. You guys walk out into the lower spires, which have cooled off a teeny bit, but are still abysmally hot.
So basically, nobody trusted Zosmabot on his own and said, fuck you. And now that Shizarim is back, there's at least some sort of balance. And they're like, yeah, we can maybe ask them a question without getting smoot.
But there's also, like, they were sort of stonewalling any kind of progress at all because she was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was, like, almost straight up not taking people under most conditions.
I think
That was
so, yeah.
basically it.
Yeah. He had his own weird power play thing, and he enjoyed not helping.
I mean, all he had to do was wait and gain power, really. So, well, it's a pretty good deal.
I turned to him on and just go, okay, so it seems like we're getting close to the end, but where do we gotta go, and how much time do you think we have to prepare?
Yeah, Mao's also like, so, yeah, why did you mention a black pyramid?
That is where I must head.
How far away is it? Another dimension?
No, it's to the north.
The north?
Yes, it's the coast.
Oh, I've never been that far. Y'all ever been that far?
I haven't been on the coast. I've been on the water, but not the coast. You stay away from bad places over there.
I don't
healthy.
think
Oh yeah,
so.
Chris, feel free to correct me if I'm misremembering anything. All right. Yeah.
Can I do like a history check on what I would know a little bit about it? Because
Sure.
I'm not from that area.
Most of you haven't really needed to think about the coasts.
Just
Basic knowledge with a DC 10 is that the Blood Coast is called the Blood Coast after the blood conflict. The blood. The blood conflict involved New Dawn, where The Blood Coast, which is shrouded that way because of some dark evil force, attacked New Dawn, and New Dawn repelled it with the new power of their big giant laser cannon on top of their tower. That's what most people understand without picking up a book.
I'll basically relay what I know to the rest of the party. If anybody else wants to do a check to see if they have better knowledge, because I'm
Yeah,
just like,
we
"That's-
already knew.
okay." I wanted to know if you guys, that's all you got. So I guess we should probably prepare then. When do you want to leave them on? Because I figure we want to stay at least one night, but I don't know if we're going to be able to come back to Family Dan after this.
Probably not. Prepare yourselves. Well, and after this is over, I will as promised, I will accompany you on one more task.
Neat. Because I look to Bookers. We got a bit of things to settle in Lori, don't we?
Yes, that would be very much appreciated. But yeah, thank you. Oh, and keep in mind, we can probably use the portals to get back here if we need to. We just need a crap ton of gold in order to make that happen. So we can investigate that as an option.
Wasn't it like 10,000 gold pieces per person or something, right?
Yeah,
So 10,000 per trip.
I did look back into it. The outer planes is 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
The inner planes is only 5,000. Because the outer planes are more distant in a way from Famladan metaphysically. Famladan is adjacent to the elemental inner planes.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be traveling. I guess what we need to go ask them is if they have an item that would let us go when we're in the material plane back to here, I guess.
I can try and find something like that. Kind of like what we used before, like the lamp that brought us here.
My guess is it's probably a similar price range, but it'd be nice to know that we have a way to return here if we'd like.
Yeah,
well,
I would like that option too.
That price range was the Tao. That's a pretty powerful or strong spell, so it's got to come with a pretty penny.
Well, we have a lot of gold, and we need to empty the hole if we want to be able to put ourselves back in it.
Yeah. So we need to spend some of this cash, please.
So let's go on a shopping trip then. And Boomcrash, you could always check out the Confluence while we're here. I don't know if we're gonna have the chance to talk to so many happy wizards.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan. Is to raid the Confluence for as long as I can, but our other mission objective should definitely be to see Tree Sap and get as many healing potions as we possibly can.
Yeah, it's not bad. I can go and try and find some hidden stuff in the choke house.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
It's
No.
Also, if you're going through the Confluence and you do some history searching, do you think you can kind of peek into Batorian names and such? Wink,
absolutely
wink. Awesome, cool.
So, Amon, how many days do you think we want to prepare? Since this is kind of up to you in terms of, this is kind of your quest, right?
Yep, soon as possible, whenever you guys think you're ready.
Okay.
So, alright, I guess everyone's off in their own directions.
Oh, actually, before we go, I'm still technically attuned to the crystal ball. Do we want to check in on people?
No.
We can do that during the resting time.
Yeah,
the end of
that
the day.
sounds good.
Okay,
Alright,
actually, before we split up, we'll figure out, okay, who's getting what? Let's be efficient about this.
Alright. First of all, Mao should probably take a sending stone if she's going to someplace seedy, and then Boomcrash should take
Fine.
the other one.
Raise his hand. I'm gonna get poisons and other cool shit that doesn't need magic.
I'll have Elena go with Boomcrash if that's cool, so I
Yeah,
have a way
sure.
to notify.
So we can keep in touch as needed.
Yeah.
So should Goose go with Zumasu then?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like a good
And then
choice.
Yeah.
Sending Stone can keep Mao and somebody else together?
Yeah, or Goose can go with Amon.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go to the Confluence and start researching spells, or should I deal with Tree Sap?
I can get
I
tree
think-
sap.
No,
I
you
think
go
we
to the
can deal with-
confluence because that's actually directly involves you.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, I think we can deal. I kind of want to go magic item shopping and see if I could see anybody who does enchanted armor for maybe my Pegasus.
Well, that means that you're also going to be in the area where tree sap is, so you could just go bug the weird flesh mound.
Yeah, I'll
Something
take care of
mound.
some of the shopping. I'll look for tree sap. I'll see if I can buy some things, and I'll probably plug in to see if I can find Thursday or see if he has any gems he has to spare.
Please get at least 10 or 20 like healing potions, greater and superior, please.
All right.
Thank
Promise to.
And Amon, what you gonna be up to?
Okay, I am mostly gonna be. I am most okay. I'm since none of you guys mentioned it. I'm gonna get the carpets,
you. Good.
and
Good idea.
then I'll get 2 carpets. I'm gonna get some materials for my spell casting. If anyone has any materials worth wondering about, then free forward to say. And I am also gonna, since Zumosu, I'm gonna leave the shopping to you. I'm gonna give you the task of getting potion of vitality if you can.
Sounds important.
It
Yes.
is, yes.
Um, and as for myself, I got to see if I can get any kind of indulgences for myself in terms of Tome of Understanding, if it's available at all, or Circlet of Blasting.
Whoa.
Mhm.
You indulging in something?
Good. Do it.
Yeah, who are you and where's the mod? Where's
Right
the
here.
gruel?
I gotta bonk you on the head with a stick.
Ow! No, fuck off. Not the death stick. Here,
She
take
dies. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
the the bonk of death. Well, if you're gonna go off rubbing like my forehead, and grabbing something for like the carpets, why don't you take the destroyed one and see if maybe that can get fixed or something too, or traded in.
I'm think. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's worth it because I do. I think we need something faster. I think we can all agree on that.
I think so. That would
Yeah.
be a good idea. Also, aren't those things absurdly expensive? So do you want my bag of holding with all of the gold and platinum to like hold on to it?
Um. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We can get. That's the last thing we can buy altogether. How about that?
That's fine. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Get everything that's important.
Yeah.
The carpets will be like the final luxury thing. Sure.
Yeah, because we can always adjust of like what's the because I don't want to go on the like the maximum speed right away and then realize we didn't have many money for anything else. So
We have a fuck ton of money though.
I know, but we'll worry about that the last.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Do what you gotta do.
Before we all split and go our separate ways, what was that old god that you worshipped? Like, what was the point of them?
There was
Death?
no point
Oh, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, what did they do? What did you worship?
in Cabulos.
Yeah, and
Okay.
what did they do?
Death? It was death, right?
Were they a death god? So
I-
we're going to fight a death god.
Amon knows that they were the god of suffering and disease and disaster.
I know. I'm just waiting for him to say that.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just
as far as I
reminding him.
know, it's just death.
There's a plagues, sickness, nightmares, disasters, all that good stuff.
Would you like me to also do some research into Encabulos and see if the Confluence knows anything?
I mean, the last time I don't think they did.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
forgot
because
that.
I remember as soon as like they're like, oh, that's a weird name.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I forgot that we had already researched. So okay, I will not waste time there then. Okay.
Yeah, sounds like he's an up and rising kind of deity that's filling some sort of void, but trying to be another in a way.
Yeah, can I do a religion check on this? Because kind of both in and out of character, domains are kind of weird to me.
What are you doing a religion check regarding? Because you probably would have
nat-
done it as soon as you heard about Encabulos.
I guess now that we've gone here, but I didn't know that he was saying that it was about plagues and stuff. I thought he was the domain of death, kind of both in and out of character. So I'm trying to figure out like, what does
Oh.
it mean
Plague.
if he's that? But it kind of seems like he's trying to be only death.
He's not been trying to be about death.
He's always just been suffering.
Yeah, like no one. He hasn't resurrected any dead. We haven't faced any undead whatsoever. Like it's always been plagues, or hostage situations, or any kind of like harsh environments and things like that.
But I thought your whole shtick was trying to keep souls from flowing into him.
Exactly. Because I'm opposing him.
Right. I
Yeah,
mean,
if souls were flowing into him, that's why I thought he'd be a god of
You
death.
can sacrifice and have souls go to pretty much any sort of deity.
Like Valhalla is not a realm of death necessarily. It's a realm of warriors, but still souls go to it. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
stop fixating on that. So, okay, we're going to go into our separate directions and keep
Yep.
this going.
I'll say with your religion check, Zumasu, and a bit of information from Amon, that the god of suffering does not necessarily mean the god of death. You
Mhm.
assume that since Amon's new god is Nerul, and that is the god of death, that there might be something like Incabulos is trying to siphon souls from,
Yeah.
like, the god of death, might be
Also-
the understanding.
as Mao's like scooting off, don't forget, death is kind of a thing that's supposed to happen. You have life and you have death. Life is defined by death. It's a natural order of creatures that see time and nonsense in front of us.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You'll
let's
feel
let's
better.
get this shit on the road.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the choke house and try not die.
Okay. Let me just summon my Pegasus real quick because I might need to use him for fitting.
Way to keep a low profile. Okay.
Not
Mao,
any different
call
than last
for
time.
fucking help if you need it, Boom
I-
Crash says.
Yes, and I'm not drinking this time. I will pretend drink.
I
Thank
have
you.
an item I'm looking for Mao.
What?
It'll let you pretend to drink.
What?
Oh yeah, there's that.
It's an item?
There's
Yeah.
an item that'll let you pretend to drink, yeah.
What is this?
The tankard of soberness or something like that.
Oh my
Sobriety.
God.
Yeah.
Which, of course, Zumasu knows about and decided metaphysically to go and shop for.
You're just
You don't-
salty.
You don't have it. You just know of it.
Technically, this is out of character.
Okay, gotcha. Well, you know, I'm already heading to the choke house, so I'm just like, peace. See ya.
Yep.
Okay, well, I rolled for initiative for you guys just so that we can have a semblance of turn order
Fair
about
enough.
this. So I guess we'll go with Mao, which makes sense because the choke house is the closest by to you guys when you are leaving the Primordium Court. You can assume that the token is gone.
Cool. I think
Okay.
the last time I was able to pick up on some of the undertones of the conversations, a little bit of the like thieves' camp, not too much, but enough to know where to go. I think that was also supposed to be at Pyremine's Potions, but I don't know any keywords or anything to figure out how to communicate kind of under the law of this place.
What happened last time was that you went in here and tried to decipher their version of Thieves' Cant because it's a little alien to you, being extra planar in origin and being a little more subtle or fantastic. You head into the Choke House, which is the tavern in the lower spires, which is just filled with smoke. There's plenty of like ash and smoke and fire themed creatures in here. Devils seem to frequent here very often. Like, this is just a place that's more their style. The smoke genasi that's running the bar is just kind of passively watching everybody, a keen sort of suspicion in general. Everybody
Is it a
else,
busy kind of day for them right now, or?
it's generally
what?
always busy at the lower
Oh,
spires
okay.
choke house. This place is filled with a variety of a veritable cantina of creatures, though much better music playing than in Star Wars.
Wow, that was a bit of a cut, but okay, sure, yeah. Just gonna walk in and sit down and pretend I don't see anybody because the last time I made a scene and they all looked at me weird.
Okay. Head inside. Going to make a check. Okay. Nobody seems to be paying you too much of a mind. So what are you looking for as you sit down in the choke house?
How long were we gone for Family Dan? Just a check.
From Famladan since the last time you were here?
Yeah.
I believe it was like a week.
Okay.
I mean, maybe not even that, because you only rested like 2 days. You were out on the road there.
We still don't really quite know how long we were gone inside of
Side of the Tines, yeah.
Yes.
But I think you took a long rest outside of it.
Yeah.
So 3 days you were gone.
Perceivably 3 days. Gotcha. I think I'm just going to be looking for any sort of, just kind of go to the front. I'll order, like, I tap on the bar, order a drink, whatever's common, and just kind of sit and perceive conversations. And I knew of poisons and other sort of underbelly stuff, but maybe this one is more of figuring out what might have changed now that Shizarim is back.
So, you order like some flaming hot drink there. You remember the thing that was able to do some fire damage to you, but
Yeah.
not too much. You were able
Yeah,
to
I
resist
want to
it.
drink some fire. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just this orange glowing liquid with something of a head on it in a nice beer mug. As you glance around the room, you spy all manner of creatures. Nearest to you is a table filled with purplish, pointy-eared creatures that have tangles of spiked tentacles for beards that are just kind of causing a ruckus at one table. At another table, you see that there is a rather large-looking creature. Looks to be the same genie species as Zosmabad, so an Ifriti. Although one of their hands is made out of like completely molten magma, resting on the stone table as it discusses something in sort of hushed tones with a looks to be an elven merchant. This Ifriti also has a few bodyguards watching the table and everybody else in the room. It looks somewhat important. Last but not least, you see a sort of a shady character that looks like a literal shade. They have a dark cloak, and there just is mist emanating from them as they fade in and out of existence. They have some sort of drink in front of them, but it is pitch black. They're just alone in the corner.
Okay, that's cool. Wait, they're not with the Ifriti. They're just alone on their own.
Nope, I've described
Okay.
3 different tables near you.
Gotcha. I guess I might want to engage with the Shade.
Head over to the shade, the shady character.
No shit.
They don't react.
I figured they probably wouldn't. I'd sit down, not making like any sort of eye contact. Be like, you seem like a business type, and I wanted to do business. What do you offer?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Infernal and Common.
Vernal and Common.
If I don't understand them, I'll probably be like, well, thanks, you sound like shit, and I'm gonna leave.
I'll let you make an intelligence check.
Shit.
That was very rude of you.
Check.
Oh, god.
Is it still mixed?
Oh, is it?
Or did you just
No. I just clicked for my character sheet, so I clicked the wrong thing.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like, wait, did I not fix that?
You're good.
See,
I just didn't use the things that you made, that's all.
do pick up on some words in Infernal. It seems to be a different dialect of the stuff. It says, you picked up on that it doesn't want to talk to you. Lesser being.
I just stand up and I go, rude, and you lost a customer? Whatever. And I leave.
Does not move.
Sure, it could be a little shit all at once. I ain't dealing with it.
Alright.
The Ifriti has guards on. What was the
Yes.
third table?
It's a bunch of like tentacle bearded purple dudes, and they seem to be having a hell of a time.
I'll sit down with the tentacle bearded purple dudes, which totally will not eat my brain.
Sit down at the table as they are all laughing with each other. And then I ripped their arms off. And then they like kind of stop as you sit down.
Yeah, I'll do like the whole fake laugh thing and sit down with them. Like, come on, no, keep going with your story. It sounded real good.
One of them stands up. Who are you?
Just a tiefling for hire, possibly. But you seemed like you had a good time, so it was nice hearing your stories. Just wanted to see if maybe could work with you.
Someone as small as you. They're not medium creatures. They're not large creatures. They're medium creatures, but they're definitely like bigger and bulkier and a bit taller than you.
The the fifth edition medium creatures.
Kind of, yeah. As they look down at you, such a puny thing. What do you think that you could do that we cannot?
You know, puny and small is actually where my skill set lies. Many people hire me just to sneak into the tiniest places so I can get something extremely valuable. You'd be surprised what something small can get by.
A sneak. There is no honor in sneaking. Well, no honor to be had in the ranks of devilkind. And you call yourself a tiefling.
Look, I like both hands up. Born to it. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. I'll just keep moving on. I mean, no mind, to whatever fun you're having.
So you claim to want to work with us? Kind of like looks back at his companions and they kind of snicker. What exactly is it that you think that we do?
Honestly, I don't know, but you seem to rip apart quite a bit of bodies, and it's kind of up my alley.
You are a sneak that wants to tear the arms off their victims. It can be arranged. But what purpose do you have in the blood war?
Mal pauses for a second and just kind of like plays with her dagger and pulls it out on the table and spins it around. I move between sides. Depends on who has the highest price. At this point, I'm just letting them talk. I want to hear more. Why? What point do you have in this blood war? Also, do I know of the blood war? Can I do a religion check?
Yes.
Or history? History or religion? Which one's
It's
better?
religion.
Do I know of my people?
You do.
Oh, okay.
May have come across it when you were researching devils in the Confluence last time you were here.
Fair.
References to a blood war often refer to the eternal war between devils and demons. It's raged on both fronts, but often on neutral planes between the two places.
I'll add an extra thing and be like, I've heard that some people have been trying to manipulate the material plane so that they can get an upper hand for the other. Sorry, not some people, some devils, some demons.
So, who have you worked for to find this knowledge?
The Vintners have some tie-ins, but they're not quite important in the Blood War.
Vintners? Are they on Asherlon?
They're here on the material plane. Sorry, not here. This is Family Dan. Outside the material plane.
I have not heard of these Vintners.
Shame. I should probably go then. I think this is gonna be a little outside your rank.
One of the devils slams their hands down onto the table and stands up, knocking over a chair. You claim that I do not have the power. I challenge you, you coward, to single combat.
Definitely not a coward. Also, 1 second, I lean over and I just whisper, I'm like, guys, I think I might have started trouble again. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
And I come back and I'm like, Yeah, I'll
Jesus
fight you.
Christ. Boom Crash was walking to the confluence and does a 180 and starts walking to the choke house.
Yeah,
No,
they,
I think I got this, guys. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll just run away.
one of
Okay,
them
good.
holds its hand outstretched, and then a glaive manifests in a flash of fire. He clasps it in his hand. We go to the arena. Patak.
Oh, hey, hey.
Am I fighting Klingons?
You're,
What the fuck?
You are now.
What's happening?
He's
Oh,
been watching
no.
a lot of Star Trek, by the way.
Oh no.
Look, I live with him. I know. All
I
right,
know.
Well then.
You even
Oh.
tangentially picked up the language. No, it's fine. These guys aren't Klingons. They're bearded devils. But
Is that a difference?
there's not. Wow. That's what we call them on Bajor.
I was about to say, do Klingons have facial hair? But I think they do. They usually just have really good, like, long hair.
yeah.
Look, all right, we're gonna go to some, lead the way. We'll go to this
Arena.
Coliseum. Yeah, arena. It's fine. Gladiatorial kind of fighting system. Let's go. Is it to the death?
It's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think Family Dan allows that, but we can beat each other up. Let's go. Come on. Roll up my sleeves. Let's go.
It will be to the death.
Great.
All right. So the bearded devils at the
Jesus
table,
fucking Christ.
they start like chanting an infernal as like people kind of just generally glance at you and give you looks as you leave with these four devils, one of which wielding his glaive. The
I look at all of them
barkeeper
and
is
I'm
just
you
like,
better put bets down. All of you. Bets. Because I'm betting against myself. So whatever you're doing, I'm doing the opposite so I can win money.
send all bets to the person over there and just don't fight in here. Just take it in the arena.
Yeah. I just whisper into like the little stone, just like, yeah, now it's turning into a fight in the arena. But I think it's fine. Don't worry. It's just possibly to the death so I can kill someone legally.
No! Mal, I'm never leaving you out of my sight ever again.
Look, I'm going through some things. At least they
You're
can't control me.
grounded.
All right. Let's go to Zumasu.
Zumasu.
So Zumasu, through the grapevine of your intricate message system, you've intuited that Mao is now in trouble.
I would basically first feel something's a little off, then do the little close my eyes, close my ears thing, and then Elaine would be freaking the fuck out and be like, oh, something happened.
That's right.
Did I have
Technically,
enough-
Alina is with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Do I with
Yeah, Alina is with me.
Alina's with Boom Crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Boom Crash and Mao have the sending stones.
Yes.
Amon
Goose is
has
with-
Goose.
Yep.
And that's how we're still keeping in contact with everybody.
Yep. Okay.
So this wouldn't have happened instantly. Like she would have taken some time. So first question: would I have had enough time to summon my mount?
Yeah. 10 minutes.
Okay. And then about how much time would you say have passed? Because probably my first thing, we were in that area. First thing would probably actually be going to the brassworks to see if I could see if anybody has mounted armor. But basically, is my path interrupted there, or could I talk to anybody first? Because as soon as I hear something's wrong, I'd be like, okay, I guess I gotta go find the arena.
Yeah. As soon as you're done summoning your mount, Mao signals that they're in trouble. It only took about 10 minutes.
That's hilarious. Literally like 15 minutes after we split, it's like Miles in trouble. We're like, oh, okay, all right. Do I know where the arena is in Canada? Have we been there before?
You haven't been to the arena. You've been to the choke house where Mao said they were going.
I guess I'm headed to the choke house to ask where the arena is.
Yep.
Yep. So Mount at least makes it faster to get there.
Okay. Perhaps I should go to everybody else then, just in case. So I guess you're heading back to the arena. Boom Crash, you're heading back to the quote-unquote arena.
Yeah, it's Mao said she's in trouble, and yeah, gonna go and bail her out because, god damn it.
And Amon, you received this message through the grapevine as well. Are you ignoring it or joining them?
ignoring it. I'm sure they can take care of it. I
It'll
guess
be
I still,
fine.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
guess
we
that's
still have
fine.
errands to run. You take care of shit.
Okay, Amon, what errands would you like to run?
Okay, first of all, apparently I have 5,000 gold points worth of Jacinth. I would like to trade that to actual legal tender, please.
Okay,
Nice.
sounds good. Um,
Actually, also I have 5,000 gold points worth of Black Sapphire and a silver skull that I never actually appraised, but whatever. I don't even know where I got the silver skull.
I
was
know
gonna
where
Oh,
you
ask,
got the
where
no,
the
silver
fuck did it
skull.
come from?
Oh,
Is it-
it's
It's from the
remember we got a
cultists.
bunch of them. They're cultists. All of us have one.
right.
And it's like 50 gold pieces each or something. It's not that valuable.
Oh.
It's just significant.
The little skulls. Yeah, we got those from not Incabulous. What was the name? Incandarag's draconic like lair hoard behind the tile.
Either
Yeah,
way,
silver skull pendant, 50 gold pieces.
okay. Yeah. I guess I want to first see if there's like a jewelry dealer that can trade it for a legal tender, or
Sure. I'm gonna have you make a investigation check. Do charisma based if you would.
Wait a minute. I'll just do investigation as is. Second happen. Okay, that's the worst that could happen. So, I think I'm going to just re-roll it because whatever.
It's inspiration.
Yep. You either use it or lose it, and you lost it.
It's technically better.
Okay, it is
It
technically
could-
better.
Yeah, it couldn't have been worse. Let's.
It's the one upside to rolling a 0. You can't be disappointed with an inspiration roll. So, Amon, you're looking around. You could ask somebody for help, but you're determined to find this place on your own using your own investigation. You definitely found like a lot of people peddling goods and whatnot, but nobody that's really just selling gems until you find one place that does seem to have a lot of gems out front. You can't really read the sign unless you can read Primordial, but as you head inside, and there's a whole bunch of like earth-themed elementals here. There's like some stone genasies. There's like a Galeb Dur, like a little boulder-shaped creature that's just stoutly kind of stomping around. There's like a basalt golem of some sort, and there's gemstones like encrusting everything here. There's just pillars of gemstone piled high up into the ceiling, and behind no price tags that you can see. Behind the counter there is a genasi. They look to be made out of like a grayish white stone, but their head is like encased in a pale yellow gemstone. You can only see like 2 small glowing eyes deep within it.
Ah, neat.
As you walk in, she comes over to you, and you hear like a metallic ringing of her voice. I wish I had a voice changer thing ready for this, because that would probably be neat, but I don't. So you just imagine this echoey voice coming through her crystal
As long as it
face.
doesn't sound like Elmo, it's fine.
Hello. Okay. Guess that voice is out. Hello. How can I help you today?
It's like do you know where I can exchange the gemstones for legal tender?
Oh, you're here to sell something? I can take
Mhm.
that.
No, then that would be good.
Sure. Just come join me in the back, please.
All right, I guess I'll follow.
Right. You head into the back. It's just the back of the room, not like a back room. And just says, I just don't want to bother the customers while we do exchanges. Others can keep track of the shop while I'm gone. So, what things do you have?
Pull out the silver skull first, and then I'm gonna pull out the black sapphire, and the jacinth.
Oh, these look nice. Uh, Not the skull. I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Thought so.
these look rather tasty. I'm sure that we can use these in some sort of dish. How much do you want for them?
Well, I know they're uh, the actual value for them is 5,000 gold points. But you know, if you're willing to make an offer, I am all ears.
Sure, you can attempt a persuasion check.
Yeah, I know that I'm not gonna get a full market value, but more the better. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Well,
I'm so sorry, honey.
the most that I can take them for, I'm afraid, is, I'll say 2,500 gold pieces.
I can
Can
only
Goose try the persuasion? Because he can talk.
I can only offer one item if that's the case. Unfortunately.
It's a shame. They are
Yeah.
so lovely.
Do you know any other locations that might be willing to take them?
I know of a few places. Um, they are
Actually,
usually up on the forum of the plains, not here in my sweet shop.
okay. Also, considering that you are interested in this silver skull and jewelry, do you know any other jewelry peddlers that would be interested? Because I have other non-gem stuff.
One came by here recently. He said his name was Thrazir. He said
Yes.
he's usually around the forum of the plains. But I don't know where he is. He seems
All
to
right.
not be native here.
All right. Then the one last request. Do you know where I can acquire? Where's my list? Okay. Do you know where I can acquire some reliquary or eye ointment or any kind of religious artifacts?
She kind of like tips her head. I'm not sure, but I'm certain that if you're looking for great relics, the Vault of Splendors might have what you need, although I don't think they're for sale.
Yeah, looks like I had to visit Thrazir. Thank you, thanks for everything.
I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure that this Jason, well, whichever one you chose to part with.
Okay, yeah, so for 25.
Yes, and she hands you 250 platinum.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just get rid of the black sapphire then.
Fantastic. This will certainly top a glorious cake.
All right,
Is that all?
that'll be it.
Then I will go back to my customers. Thank you, mister.
Mhm.
And please come back anytime. My name is Citrine, and I am more than welcome to help you find your best and sweetest needs.
Understood.
You leave shop in search of Brazier or something. Now,
I guess I'm gonna have to go to the Planar Pronotot because it's always there.
yeah, right, Mao.
Me?
You are heading to the arena as these bearded devils, two of them are like behind you and two are in front. One's just like chiding the other one. You're gonna smash that thing on your pike, aren't you? Certainly will. I'm
Can I just
sure
like
that she'll
slip
bleed.
away in the darkness? At some point, just like scoot out, like make a distraction, and just run and hide.
Well, that depends on what you want to do.
Well, I actually don't really want to fight them because they don't have any information. They're kind of useless, so it's letting them go along with the whole scheme. And I could murder them. I could murder them without any sort of like interaction from this law of the area, technically. But there's no benefit from it other than killing them, so I don't really want to.
Well, they are actively watching you, so I will need you to describe what you did to get away.
I cast darkness.
Okay.
And then just like duck away in some sort of alley and just scoot off.
As you're walking along, you just kind of roll your eyes, which then fill with inky blackness, and a darkness expels from your form. Where did she go? She's trying to get away! Coward! We knew she was a coward! Get back here, tiefling! And, yeah, you just slip out, and, I'll check their bonuses, but I don't think they can Fail. Yeah, you cannot fail. It cannot beat a 25. Or a 30 for that matter.
Because I'm just like, everyone's just like, oh my god, they're gonna come down, and I don't want them to come down. So I just, I scoot off, and at some point I get into a safe spot. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's not happening. It's fine. I got away. Bye. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, yeah, you duck into an alleyway and kind of push aside a bunch of bystanders as the bearded devils start traipsing through these people, knocking people over, trying to find you so that they can go and kill you in an honorable combat. But yeah, you are able to get away.
False alarm. False alarm, everybody. Just a bunch of bullshit. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Fun. Those bets are going to be
Do you
wasted.
want to get the healing potions then and maybe not hang out at the joke house? Because it doesn't seem to be going well for you.
Ever.
Ever.
I'm messaging back. It's like, well, I figured there would be some cool stuff here, but it just seems like a bunch of people who are like really like angsty and weird and want to kill shit, and I don't like that because it seems like a lot of me.
Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony.
Well, to be fair, you didn't follow through on anything yet.
No, I didn't. I was just like, I'm gonna make better decisions, and I went, fuck no, and I left.
Hey, who are you?
Thanks.
Hey, who are you? Go away. Okay, fine. I will. Hey, who are you? I will challenge you to fight. Nope. Bye.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they all wanted something from me, so I said no.
Pretty much.
Thought that
if
they would
anything-
just do what I asked them to do.
No, I just wanted to learn some cool shit, and they obviously have no fucking clue what's going on in the material plane, so they're
No.
worthless.
They do not rightly care what's going on in the material plane. They care
Yeah.
about bigger things like the Blood War.
Yeah, which may spill onto the material plane. No big deal. But I do know that Pyramine's Potions was like a place that I could actually go and purchase things and not deal with any bullshit, so I would hit there first, and then I'll pick up our potions. Didn't they need chickens?
Yeah, you need to get meals. It doesn't necessarily need to be chickens, but it needs to be a meal.
It needs to be meat.
Does need to be meat.
Yeah, good meat.
Even if it was like bearded devil meat or something.
I was just about to say
Zumasu,
that.
it's your turn.
Alright, so grapevine methodology. Elena's panicking would probably stop. I'd close my eyes, and Elena probably nudges Boom Crash to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, Boom Crash is going to be like, okay,
Crisis
You
seems
can
to
tell-
have been averted.
crisis averted. I think we can continue on our ways.
Oh,
But-
probably nods, and then I just... Where am I, by the way? Because how long... This was like, what, 5 minutes maybe? So am I just like halfway to the choke house then?
Yeah, you turned around and went to the choke house, and then the crisis was averted. So they stood down red alert, and now you're back to whatever you were doing.
I'm gonna head to the brassworks.
Okay.
So I'm kind of in the promenade, right? Yeah, I guess I'll go to the brassworks to see if I can find anybody who makes armor, because I want to plate up my pony.
You head to the brassworks. On your way there, you pass by a like an alleyway filled with various metallurgists, just kind of with simple tools and whatnot of masterwork quality. But you know that these are usually not what you're looking for. One thing does catch your eye. It's the fact that one of the places there seems to have been replaced with a shop that is called Smolder's Local Goods.
I'll go visit Smolder. I'll say hi.
Okay, you head over into the little marketplace where Smolder is, and instead of like an walk-in store like she had before, it's now just like a walk up to, like a stand, and she has like a building in back of that stand. So she's kind of over a window to you. There's still a gargoyle or two outside of the front door as you walk up to the little counter there. She turns towards you. Zumasu. It's been some time. 3 days, really.
Yeah.
I've gotten a nice setup going. Why don't you come in back and we can talk?
Sure. Is there enough? I'll just leave my pony out here. I'll
That would be
explain to you
best.
What I'm looking for.
The gargoyles open the door as you walk past and enter. I'll just have to keep an eye out for other customers, but What brings you back to me?
So we were able to actually find Shizurim. I'm guessing word probably got around now. Well, maybe not. It's been the same day.
Well,
Which was turned out to be our main quest anyway, so that worked out nicely. But we got other stuff we got to do.
admittedly, we all did feel Shizurim's return. I was not aware that it was you being successful. I'm sure that word will get around soon enough if anybody saw you coming back. Word travels
Mm,
quickly in Famladan, almost supernaturally so.
That could be a blessing and a curse. But we still have all of that was technically in place of another bigger quest. So I'm here to see if I could get any more help in some armor customization, but this time not for me. And I motion to the window. Uh, my friend out there could use a little help being protected.
Barding. Huh.
Yep.
Well, a bit of a challenge, but not something that I haven't done. I'll just account for the wings and try and make sure it's something light enough creature. Perhaps Mithril again.
That would be ideal. The only tricky thing is it is a celestial being, technically, which means ideally having it enchanted might make it a lot more practical.
Enchanted armor. Well, I can do that as well. Um,
You can?
yes. I make
Mm,
magical armor.
Amazing.
That's why
That,
you commissioned her in the first place.
You're
I'm just trying
wearing a
to
piece
butter her up.
of her magical armor that she
I'm
made
just
for you.
trying to butter her up.
You can do that? Amazing. She kind of just like stares at you for a second.
All right. Well, we are in a little bit of a hurry, so I did kind of also just want to get a quote on timing and all that jazz.
Zumasa, you understand that the last one took a bit, and this is, well, even more of a tall order.
I figured. Um, Depending on how it is, I'd still like to commission. Um, and worst case scenario, it'd be useful in the future. Do you? Which also leads me to another question, since you are seem to be a bit of a traveler yourself. There are ways to get access to Family Land after coming here before, right? Because even though we're going to probably be leaving to get what needs to be done, we kind of like the city to some degree and would like to be able to come back here. Do you know how that kind of works?
Well, anyone that wants to come back to Famladan, it needs to be a transaction. So, some people are able to purchase a compass of sorts that will lead them back. Other people are able to buy items that will get them back once at least, and then just renew every time they get here. The elites use teleportation circles.
I thought teleportation didn't work here.
Oh, far from it. There's planar portals everywhere. Oh, and the teleportation circles, those explicitly are, um, what's it called? They're an exception to the
Oh,
magic, yeah.
there isn't like a public use one or one that maybe a high-ranking wizard would have access to. Our friend Boomcrash has access to teleportation magic, but we haven't found a circle per se that would allow us to travel back here.
Did say that they were owned by the elites. Need to find and talk to one of them, too.
Um, are you talking elites as in one of the? I'm trying to remember. Some like the primordium court, or towards the confluence.
Primordium courts usually don't need one, but um, there are a bunch of noble houses here and noble merchant kings and lords and whatnot. They vary, but they're usually genies of their own right. Most Genasi's don't make it to that sort of power level.
Okay, so our options would be to probably either buy an item that would allow us to travel here, or try and getting good with a noble.
So pretty much your two options.
Thank you for the info. Um, about that barding, uh, if I was to say wanting to completely deck out Dust Flicker and Plate, for instance, that would take 2 weeks. I'm guessing.
Would probably take at least twice the time that it took, yes.
Uh,
And as for the cost, it's usually about twice that of something of its something for humans shaped people probably cost about twice as much.
That shouldn't be an issue. Um, if if we would spend the day taking the measurements, could I just have it commissioned and check back in once it's finished then?
Sure, I will take measurements if you can commit to the 10,000 gold piece cost for +2 armor.
That'd be wonderful. Yes, I'll totally do that.
+2
Uh,
mithril.
yeah, I was looking up how much armor.
So mithril. Um, on what can be mithril? I gotta look it up.
I think pretty much everything can be, right?
Yeah, like mithril leather armor.
Oh, well,
But there's only a few things that benefit from being mithril.
in this case it'd be useful for a mount because then it wouldn't have a strength requirement and then it wouldn't have disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah. So I guess what do you want? If it's plate, it's definitely going to be a bit more expensive than what she just described.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, plates 1500 GP, so double that would be 3000 GP. What's the mithril bonus price again?
So she offered about 10,000 gold pieces. I was kind of under the assumption of medium armor, but if it's plate, it'll probably be 13,000.
Yeah, that's still within our wheelhouse. We got too much money.
Okay. Then 13,000 for +2 plate armor, so Dust Flicker's AC would be 20 while wearing it.
He wouldn't actually die to secondary attacks. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
Just fireballs.
Yeah, he has better dexterity than I do anyway.
It's fair.
Okay. Where's my bag?
She starts going about measuring Dusk Flicker. So,
how much was it? I just want to put it in my.
13k.
And I could just pay her the whole thing up front to make sure it'd be done either way.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'll just do that. So, 13k. I'm having a brain fart. Platinum is 10 times the amount of gold, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay.
1,300 platinum.
I passed that to her from my bagel holding.
Thank you, Zumos. So, what are you folks doing here in Flamladan again? Besides returning our lord to us.
Currently, we're just stocking up on supplies, getting ready. We're off to finish a quest of my friends. It might be a dangerous one. We have to go north.
North. Blood Coast.
Do you know anything of it?
I've heard tales. I myself never really went around up there, even though I was alive for the time. But yeah, I've only heard tales about the Blood Coast and how it fell from being a mercantile center.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. It used to be a coastal town that was up there, got a lot of traffic. I dealt with people that were centered there a lot. Sadly, it fell when a Tarask destroyed the entire coastline. And
That's what
somehow,
happened?
a vampire rose to power there, started blotting out the sun. Because, the place is now shrouded in darkness, from what I hear.
Wait, it's currently shrouded in darkness? Ugh.
There's a dark red cloud that lingers over the entire coastline.
Well, I got my work cut out for me.
Do you plan
guess
to slay the vampire?
I don't know if we're after a vampire. If our quest brings us there.
Well, I wish you best of luck. Your endeavors. And hope that you'll be back again to purchase more things from me. If your efforts in returning Shizarim to Famladan are any indication, something that I can put stock in.
Yes. I'm guaranteeing we'll be back because we got other stuff to do. I'll leave Duststriker with you for the day so that you can get the measurements through. And I'm not sure when we'll be leaving, but we'll probably have to come back and collect the armor.
I should hope so. Well,
I
if you need to know anything else, I think I'm done finishing up these measurements. Anything else you need?
I think pretty good. I guess, do you happen to have any shields that are? I point to my shield. I know this is great work, but if you happen to have a +2 shield, for instance, something even more hefty, that would really be appreciated.
I can do a shield like that. I think I might have one in back. Let me see. She heads in back to look around amongst her various accoutrements, and she comes back with a fun little kite shield. It's kind of got different symbols on it, echoing the four elements of, you know, the universe, and it's very shiny and kind of lined in. The patterns are gold. The rest is like a silvery sheen. Probably something stronger than normal steel. Imagine. This should be something able to magically protect you in any situation, I should hope.
So I gratefully kind of examine and look at the shield. What functionally is it?
But
Can I ask how much is it?
yeah, it's a +2 shield. She's offering it for 5,000 gold pieces.
That's a deal. Sold. Your masterwork keeps on getting better and better, Smolder.
Yes, well, this one was created a while ago, back when I was more centered in Family Dan.
She's
But
saying
for-
that shit.
Hey, it's +2 shield. I ain't complaining. It said it was 5,000 gold pieces.
5,000 for you.
Alright, I give her 500 platinum pieces.
Thank you. Anyway, is that all?
Yes, thank you. You're helping a lot. I got some other shopping I gotta do. Maybe we can I can bring around the other ones to say the other group to say hi. They probably want to say hi anyway.
Sure, I'll be glad to talk with all of them at length.
All right, I'm gonna pick up my stuff. I guess I'll take my pony and I'm gonna start walking off to the marketplace to look for some other stuff.
Okay, Booncrash, you're heading off to the confluence now that you know that Mao is safe.
Okay, rock on.
Hey, anywhere that you want to stop on your way all the way up to the tippy top of the city?
Not. I mean, I suppose. I don't think I've gone into the Vault of Splendors before. What is that again?
It's a museum.
Huh. No, I'm going right to the confluence.
No.
No.
Enough. Walk past all of the splendiferous things and make your way up to the Mage Tower. Is once again filled with people. You don't see Terwin anywhere around. Your friend from before. There's plenty of people here researching their own spells and magic things. You can see the Myrmidons still guarding the way up to the top where the greater sages are. Those old farts.
They were kooky and fun, and surprisingly helpful, so I won't knock them. Okay. I suppose I'm just gonna start looking for spells. So is that an Arcana check or an investigation? I forget which.
I would do an investigation to search for spells. Which spell are you looking for?
I'm gonna start off with legend lore.
Make a investigation check. Okay. I'll say that with Alina's help, flitting around, helping you search the various tomes, you eventually stumble upon one that does have various divination magics in it, and one book entirely dedicated to the act of legend lore to
Huh?
determine the various information of a deep and powerful artifact. There's a lot of intricacies to figure out all the little contingencies of it, so it will take some time. Probably about 6 hours, unless you're a divination wizard.
I am not, so okay, this is just gonna take a while. And it also has some material components, which I will get at another time.
I believe it's like 4 ivory sticks.
Yeah, and like some other fancy incense, if I recall correctly. But anyway, special thing. Special, just in case.
You check out the book and you start taking down some notes to add it to your spell book. Easy enough. Make an Arcana check. Yeah. You can get this done in maybe a little less than the time. We'll say about 4 hours instead of 6.
Yay.
That's an intense check.
I'll take it.
As you're thick in research, a little hand pops up on the other side of the table. You hear a little as a gnome sits across from you. Excuse me, are you going to be using that book for much longer? I was looking everywhere for that.
Oh, how deep am I into this?
You're an hour in.
Okay, can I use it for a few more hours?
Hours?
Yeah, I'm copying the spell so I can learn it and use it. And that, unfortunately, that does take me some time.
Of course, this has to be the only book in here that only has one copy of it.
I'm really sorry. Can I do an insight to see if he's a student or what
Do an
exactly?
insight check.
Yeah.
There is a faster way, but I'm not going to interject.
Excuse me, are you a student here?
Yeah, or it's I can ask him, but it's
But I'd rather
I want to see what
squint.
his deal is.
So, you narrow your eyes at the gnome to try and figure out what their deal is. They've got half-moon spectacles and a very offensive wizard hat with stars and moons on it. And yeah, they've got a long blue robe. They're wearing a disturbing kind of bright red cloth shirt underneath the robe. It's kind of peeking out from it, with a little tuft below the neck, and they've got a long pointy beard as well, just under their bulbous nose.
Adorable. Well, do you want to help me maybe copy it down and figure it out? That might help me go faster. And that way we can sort of both use it. What do you want it for?
Well, I was trying to do my own legend lore spell, but I don't really have the necessary tools for it. I lost my spellbook recently, so I just am kind of just doing it from the book, as it were.
Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. That's tragic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a more fireproof version of spellbook next time. It was not a good opportunity.
That sounds like quite the story. Do you want to share it?
Sure. So, there I was, on the precipice of... And he goes into a big, long story.
And, Elena can pay attention to what the hell is going on, and I'm just going to keep working because he's on a roll.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw to concentrate.
Okay. There you are.
Okay. In spite of the gnome's incessant story that goes on for many hours.
Success!
Yeah. You're able to maintain your concentration and successfully transcribe the spell. And before the gnome even knows it, you're done with the book. Oh, well, if you're done, then I'll just take this off your hands.
Awesome. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Nimbog.
Hi, my name is Boom Crash, and she holds out a talon.
Nice to meet you, Boom Crash. Nimbog Talon Chomper, at your service.
Okay, I will take my talon back then.
Oh, you.
She sort of winks
Yeah, I
playfully.
understand. I understand. It's a family name.
I'm just joking. Are you a divination caster by training?
Well, not entirely divination, but I do dabble. I dabble.
Okay.
More of a
it's-
transmuter, if that means anything to you.
Oh, fascinating.
I specialize in the polymorph spell. I
Oh.
used to be one of the only higher level spells that I would prepare, because it was the thing I used most often. Fortunately, polymorphing something into a magma elemental, as you've heard, doesn't really work out the way that you
Oh.
planned, especially when you don't use all of the little rules that go involved with a higher level polymorph spell. And then he keeps talking and talking
It's
and talking.
actually, would you mind teaching me polymorph? That would be fantastic. That was another one on my list.
He blinks for a second. Teach you polymorph?
If
Well,
you would like.
goodness, I
I
was
mean, if you
trying
have
to do
time.
this legend lore spell, but you know what? I'll come back here tomorrow, and if you're here, I will teach you the ways of polymerization.
I will definitely be here tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you so much. I look forward to it.
Of course. Soon you'll be able to summon 2 monsters and summon one from your deck that is a combination of both.
I knew you were going there.
She sort of like doesn't get it, smiles and nods. Customer service is like, okay, looking forward to it. Bye. And, so what time of day is it?
It is now night.
Okay, I should probably go back to the gawking human. Okay, I'm gonna make my way back down.
Okay.
Did we ever say where we were gonna meet up?
We did
I
not.
think we all,
You did
Oh,
not.
good thing we have communication.
You have communication, yeah.
yeah. Also, I think we all assume that it's the gawking human because
Yeah, that's where we
always
stay.
have been.
It's
Yeah.
it's the cheapest. That's not like bad.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the discount. It's the pop century of Famladan.
It's the Mickey D's.
Ugh.
Sure. Well, the Choke House is kind of the Mickey D's of. Well, the Choke House is
No,
kind
the
of the
choke
Burger
house is the
King of-
Waffle House.
No, it's
Oh.
not. It's the Chuck E. Cheese. You all go into the ball pit expecting to have fun, but
It's
actually you get beat
IHOP
up.
at 2 a.m. It's very specifically IHOP at 2 a.m. Let's be
Yeah.
clear here.
Well,
Waffle
Yeah.
House does the same
I
thing.
retroactively agree with Dumasu's Waffle House, because if the Choke House ever closes, then you know
Whoa.
that the tornado is going to be bad.
No. Have you ever been to the IHOP in like Providence at like 2 a.m.? Did you ever do that in college?
No.
No,
What
because
It
the
is-
fuck? Why?
It is such an experience. You realize that there's like this whole other fucking world out
It's
there,
a
and
li-
it's
It's a
oh,
liminal space that was sort of there are
Yeah.
stories.
yeah.
Okay. Well, besides that, Amon, you start heading somewhere. I guess the Planar
Look,
Promenade, if Citrine is anything
'Cause
to
his
go by.
timeline is still early in the day, right?
Yeah, Boom Crash has basically time traveled.
that's because I don't fuck around.
Well, it's also because Boom Crash does one thing, and that thing takes several hours.
Exactly.
Studies.
Oh yeah, and it does cost the requisite amount of gold. Crash, of course.
I gotcha.
It's a 6th level spell, right? So that's what, 60
No, it's
gold?
only fifth, I
Fifth?
believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well then, took only 1 hour less than it should have.
Okay.
Is it 10 gold pieces per spell level, or
I believe it is. It's 10
Or is
gold
it
pieces per
50
spell.
gold pieces per spell level?
I think it's 10, but I'm gonna look it up now. Fuck.
Cool.
For half what it's cost, or
Actually, I can find it real quick for you.
I think it's 50
Spell
gold
book.
pieces.
Yeah, I think it's 50. Well, copying a spell. For each level of the spell, it takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces. Oh, so I even had it off. It should have taken 10 hours, but it only took 5.
Woohoo! I'll take it.
Yeah,
Elena's a very good help.
Yeah.
if it's in the same school, it's supposed to cut everything by half.
Yeah. So it's 50 gold pieces per, so that's 250 gold pieces.
Okay,
Right.
got it.
Amon and Goose, you guys are heading up to Inner Promenade. So, you are looking for either Thrazier or some sort of merchant that can buy the rest of your gems, yes?
Yes, well, just one at this stage.
Um, make a. You can either.
Investigation.
You can do
I'm on it.
investigation, yeah.
Let's see if we got another one.
That's not as bad as your previous efforts. Okay. You head up to the Planar Promenade, walking through the various stairwells and whatnot to get up into that more wide open space where the planar gates to the inner portals all converge. Uh, and start looking around for Zir or some sign of him. Eventually, you do spy a cart of sorts, and see the big bobbing turban of Zir finishing up business with another merchant. Um, as they finish off, they just kind of start guiding a donkey attached to their little cart and start walking off towards one of the planar portals.
He's like, I guess I'm gonna have to bum rush him, and it's like, hey, before you go.
All right, you rush up to Thrazir. Oh, my friend! You scared me there for a second. It was Amon, yes?
Yes, I do that. I see that you're away, going off somewhere, so I'll make this quick. Can you exchange this gem for me, or for legal tender, or do you know someone that can?
Oh, yes, I can do that for you. Let me investigate this for a bit. Um, Probably worth about, for you, my friend, I'll give you full value at 2,000 gold pieces.
Nah, I can't afford that price. The last place I sold it for got it for 2,500.
Oh, someone else is trying to outprice me then. I'll give it to you for 3,000.
All right, take it.
Excellent. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Okay, if you can point to um, do you have access to a tome of or know anyone, obviously, that can give me access to tome of understanding, um, or circlet of blasting? The one that I really need is a shop for eye ointments, and the reliquaries and holy water. Religious shop seems to be a very uncommon thing around here, so I was hoping that you might be able to provide.
Artifacts of deities. They do exist, but they are very uncommon in these parts. Um, Honestly, might have better luck on one of their planes themselves if you're looking for an artifact of a god, or a saint,
Mm.
or what have you. I don't know your needs. I don't carry anything of that sort. But you'll be hard pressed to find something that specific here. If you're just looking for a circuit of blasting, I believe you can find something here, definitely. Probably in the lower spires. A lot of fire things there. And what was the other one? A book?
Yes,
Well,
the
you could try the
Tomo understand.
library. Um, he makes a history check to try and figure out exactly what you're talking about.
I don't think
I,
they'll lend those books out.
yes, it's one of those books that disappears after you use it. I'm afraid that those things,
Actually, it doesn't, but it does go away for like 100 years or whatever.
well, you know.
Yeah,
Those things are not in common practice sold here. It's just not practical to do so.
I assume. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
meta thing. You'd know he'd have healing gems, so before you go, ask him about those.
What'd you say?
Ask him about healing gems.
Oh,
And buy as
actually,
many as you can.
are you heading out?
Yes, I've spent a good long time in Famladen. I've been here for about a week now since I brought you guys here. And I'm ready to move on. I was gonna head off to the city of Brass. Although definitely need to put this on, and he puts a little ring on his finger. Fire resistance. Yes, if I hadn't run into you, I might have had a problem.
Ah, uh, before before you go, my compatriot wants to purchase many healing gems as possible if you still have those.
Of course, I'm always willing to sell those to my friends, and of course, intrepid adventurers. So,
All right.
what
How
kinds
much?
would you like? I am lacking all but the supreme variety.
The higher quality, the better, and in large quantities. Money is not really the issue here.
All right. You just look up. Just need to be reminded what.
We hope that with the few days he's had time to recharge his stock.
Oh yeah. I mean, he creates these things like nobody's business. He doesn't have a million of them, like infinite, but let's see, superior healing is rare. Got it. Okay. So he's willing to offer those to you guys for 1,000 gold pieces each.
Superior.
Superior, yes.
Okay. So what I'm
84
gonna do?
plus 8.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I only have there's 1,000 gold points each. So I only have 6,975. So I'll buy 6.
All right, here you go. 6 fantastic healing potions. Well, gems, of course.
The
Uh,
the gems are
didn't
bonus
you-
action, right?
Also take some of my money at all, or because
Yeah,
I remember I offered you my bag of holding.
I think we did do that because
He did take it. I think he's just deducting it from his.
Oh,
Okay. Well, if you want to buy more, it's like, does he have more than 6? Because
He has
we can
about 10.
He has about 10. Can we take all 10?
Okay.
And I'll
in that
deduct
case,
it from mine.
Yeah, sure. I'll get 10 and then take 4,000 away from the bag of holding.
um, and are these the gems that are bonus action to heal?
Yep.
Sweet.
You don't
Yeah.
need to drink them, so you just apply directly to the
Uh,
wound.
Head on, apply directly to your forehead.
No, I was
Head
trying
on.
to do that, but I was like, I forgot the syntax.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Uh,
If it's annoying stuff, I will remember it and recite it to you.
Kapla, patak. Anyway. So I take it your business was successful here in Famladan? You were doing some sort of quest?
And I was like, well, the city's better, so thanks for that, I guess. But I still got a task. Hey, in your travels, do you know anything about the Blood Coast, actually?
The
And
Blood Coast.
yeah, I'm looking for a black pyramid. If you heard of it, great. If not, I understand.
I haven't heard of a Black Pyramid on the Blood Coast, but then again, it might have appeared after I left. I used to have a shop there in Grange, one of the port cities. It was destroyed, sadly. But what can you do? There's no one there to sell things to, so I don't have much interest in the place any longer. I am excited that you've... if that was you that brought balance to Famladan, that means Shizarim has returned. Because of you.
Yes.
Impressive. But... You know, my friend, and he kind of he takes out a little icon of a cart, and then he just touches it, and his entire cart and mule disappear. My friend, and he puts his arm over your shoulder. I think that it is in your best interest to know. Someone was asking around for and your friends. I didn't really give them any intricate information, but seeing as you have this much power and whatnot, it does worry me that someone powerful might be looking for you. If they're willing to go after somebody that's able to do what you've
Uh,
done.
What did it what did it look like at least? Can you tell me that?
Well, my mind is a little fuzzy. I've been around for a while.
Oh my
Perhaps
god, pay
there's
him
some way
gold.
that might be
Fuck.
able to jog my memory.
Ah,
What
is
a little bitch!
I
Offer to
mean,
buy the rest of it. Does he have any greater healing gems? Because we need those too.
I mean, if you're going greater healing, you might as well just get healing potions too, because
Yeah.
if that's just like get them off their feet potion, then
Yeah. I mean, it's useful. Be like, okay, yeah.
It's
what do you
better
got?
than a normal potion.
it's like, hey, we'll take your stock of the greater healing uh, gems.
those I do have plenty of. I got a few commissioned.
Do you want me to get 10 of these?
Yeah,
At least, yes.
because
Okay,
these are better than regular healing potions.
in
and
that case, DM, please give us the amount so we can so Boom
He
Crash can.
he has 20 available now.
We to get full 20.
Sure.
Would you
These
like
are
to know how much
useful.
they cost?
Sure.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Can we haggle with him because we're friends? Slash,
they're five-
give him a lot of fucking money?
He offers them for 500 gold pieces each.
Yeah, I figured half. So it ends up being
10k.
10K.
10k again.
Yeah, we'll pay him in platinum.
Are you haggling or?
I mean, we're trying to get information from him.
Yeah,
as
this
well,
is this
so-
is the haggle for the information.
Yeah.
To
Like-
buy a stock out and do that.
Okay.
And how much are the greater healings again for healing?
I already bought the entire. Oh, the
It's
greater healing.
44 plus 4.
Okay.
Goes 2, 4, 8, and 10. Right. You offer to buy out his stock, and he is like, "Oh, are you sure? I have 20 of them available. Okay. Here you go." Now,
So
the person that was asking about you, I didn't delve too hard into their appearance, but I could tell that they were disguised in some way. No one dresses like that around here. And also, no tiefling has that sort of weird of a nose. It just doesn't run in that you could tell that they were shapeshifted or something. But they were asking about your crew, the Kenku, the 1T, the Tiefling, and you. They were asking exactly where you were in Amladan and where you were heading next and what your plans were and whatnot. They were trying to pass it off as just innocent banter. Thankfully, they didn't have enough bravado to threaten me. But they seemed rather dangerous. The only thing that I saw on their person that could have potentially implicated them, it did of course catch my eye. They had a small jewel on their ring. Their ring finger, it was a little green and gold gemstone.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. The dragonfly pendant.
I forget what this is.
It might be a Taurus or an agent of his.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the Rakshasa. Fuck.
I
Or
mean, that's
that.
also a possibility, too.
If it was a disguising himself poorly, that's why I'm thinking Rakshasa.
Or Granny Weeble Eyes. There are so many people after us, dude.
All right, hold on. Let's back up real quick. The Rakshasa is definitely something that's been around for a really long fucking time and would have some sophistication to their deceit. They would probably be bold, but they wouldn't be dumb about it. It wouldn't look bad. They would look glamorous and deadly.
Okay, I guess that's fair. I don't know.
But
or
We're not there, so.
I know.
or Chris just goofed up, and you just don't think it's good enough. It's like Chris, that's not glamorous enough. So we don't know.
stop reading behind the curtain.
Listen, all I can say is that the object caught my eye, that it was probably magical. probably not carried over with whatever shape-shifting they were doing. But I
Okay.
also doubt it was illusory, because I have ways of seeing through it. I just thought I
Mm.
ought to warn you. As my friends, thank you for buying out my stock of gems.
Yep.
Goose says
Good luck.
thank you.
Good luck on your journey, I guess.
Yes. Well, perhaps I'll see you all again in the future. Um, are your friends around, or is it just you?
Uh, I think they're. I don't know where they are. No, right now it's just me, I guess.
Yes, you know where we are. We had a whole discussion. Were you not
No,
paying
no, I'm trying to be discreet here.
Okay.
We had,
Oh,
an
oh,
entire
oh, oh.
we had an entire talk about shapeshifters, and you want to talk openly now?
Well,
I'm feeling bad for Smolder.
if it so pleases you, you know what? I have an extra day on my room in the Sangam. If you wish to partake of that, there should be enough room for 4 people in there if you're going to stay the night. It is only one night, though. That's just how it works.
Understood.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm off to the plane of eternal torment and fire, and well, I need to take my cart out for customs. See you, Amon.
I'm gonna wave.
Manifests his cart and slaps the donkey's ass. Come on, Sasha! And it starts carting the cart towards the red portal that is just ominously spinning out in the center of the promenade. Off goes Thrazir. Doke.
Bathrazir with this fucking glorious ass full of shit and
Ow.
money. Oh, fuck. What?
It's your turn. Downtime
I'm hiding
turn.
now. Yeah, I'm hiding. I'm gonna go to the potions dude so I can go get some cool shit.
Okay. Go to Pyramine's Potions shop.
I wouldn't normally interject here, but I was probably actually gonna head to that area next since I got a shopping list. So
Alright.
timeline-wise, would we run into each other possibly?
Yeah, you didn't spend too much time at... Well, you spent a bit of time at Smolder's.
I spent a little bit of time at Telder because I waited for her to measure the thing, so I might arrive after her then.
Yeah, I'll be inside. You're not gonna like see me sneaking away from the devils or something being a little shit. You're just gonna see me in the store buying stuff like a normal person.
You also did
Yeah.
halfway chase Mao and then go back, so you'll probably show up a little bit later, if anything.
What are you talking about? Just stealth away and hid in the shadow in a barrel like a
No,
normal person.
Zumasu went after you when he heard that there was a problem, and then once the problem was
Oh.
resolved, he walked all the way back to where he was going. So your entire escapade took Zumasu's turn
That's fine.
before he could
I mean,
start his downtime activity.
I feel like at this point you should all know I am the problem and an escapade.
That's why I ignored you.
Fair enough. So
It
anything
looks
I
at
just see her on her way out.
Probably.
Okay. All right.
Good
Sorry,
to Pyramind. Pyramind is a fire genasi. He's got like a sort of mask of fire, a mask of a stone and a like mane of fire behind him. And he sees you come in. The place is moderately busy. Only 2 people in it.
I'm just gonna peruse around and kind of act a little normal and just not do too much until maybe the room starts to like let go, like everyone starts to file out a little bit.
All 2 of them.
I mean, does it seem like it's going to kind of shuffle in with more people, or that we just have to wait for these 2 people to leave?
Wait around, see what happens.
All right, yeah, I might. Yeah, I'll wait around, see what happens.
You wait around for a bit. I'm gonna have you make a perception check.
Perception is the wisdom. I don't have my token selected. How? It's like
Probably selecting the orange thing. Right. You're 21. You notice that Firemind is kind of watching you. As you're like perusing stuff. I think he might recognize you from the last time you were here, asking about things.
Yeah, oh yeah, because we popped in with Boom Crash and we were both together getting the laser eye potions, I think. That I
Yeah.
had left. Well, I mean, if he's taking notice, good. If he shoos everybody else, good. If he doesn't, then I'm just waiting for them all to leave.
Um,
Like a mob boss.
Eventually, some people leave. Another person comes in, and Pyramind just kind of goes over to them and asks them if they need anything. They say they're just browsing or whatever, so he goes back to the counter, and then he kind of like uh, does a little jerk of his head. Take that as a signal to come over.
All right, then I'll approach. I remember
So,
some of the thieves can't, so I'm gonna try and insert those into the conversation.
sure. So you're kind of talking on the down low, speaking
Yeah.
in Thieves' Cant to Pyramind, and Pyramind's doing the same to you as you seem to be doing to the passive observer, a normal conversation.
Right. I'm just, instead of poison, I'm saying broccoli or something like that.
So, my horned friend, what brings you back to my humble potion shop? Are you looking for something? Did the scorching eye eye beam potions? Was it that what you purchased?
Oh, those were great. Those were
Good.
wonderful. I still have one left over actually, but they were really good in the first try.
I'm glad that you are finding things exceptionally well. Is there anything else that I can interest you in? Perhaps
Yeah,
something that's maybe not in my shop that I could create for you?
Mal's gonna perk her eyebrow up just a little bit. Like, I mean, it depends on what you have to offer. There's room in my pocket for many items, but depends on the quality, the potency of what you may be able to procure.
See, I see. And you want something that's very potent, something that might put a little fire in the veins.
In the veins, on the skin, little salt in the cut kind of thing. Whatever you got. I'm curious.
Well, they have similar things at the choke house, but I'm sure that I can find something to accommodate you, your peculiar tastes. Um, I have some vintages in the back that might be able to apply to the potions. Um, Excuse me, sir, are you still browsing? Yeah, I'm still browsing. Okay, well, let me know if you need anything. I'm just going to help this guest, please. And, he goes into the back. Follow me.
I follow, but I also want to do a quick perception check to make sure there isn't anybody else within like the surrounding area.
No, it's just the one guy. He seems to be some sort of like, uh, kind of portly stone, like genasi. Uh, Looks kind of like a stay puffed marshmallow man, but like human sized and
Wait, is this
made
the
out of
dude that?
stone.
I would say, is this the genasi that Zumosu had to carry to the ceiling?
No,
But that was a different one.
this guy's solid rock.
Cool.
He's
Yeah.
put on a few tons. So, um,
Maybe a couple stones.
stone
Yeah. Okay. We can move on. It's fine.
into the back. Pyramind is there. So, what I pick up, you're looking for something, uh,
Not so
veins of
savory.
maybe one of these, and he opens a little shelf, kind of hidden beneath another shelf, and you see a few things in there. I'm gonna have you make a intelligence check.
Womp.
They're marked very strangely, uh, unusually. You're not sure what you're looking at exactly.
That's fine. I assume that money is going to do the speaking now. Like at this point, he's going to give me what I want if I give him the right price.
Well, um, see anything that you like, just let me know. We have this one over here, and he points at one that seems to like have a little um, scorpion icon on it. We have this one over here. It's got a little kind of dragon icon on it. Um, how
I'm gonna
familiar
move
are you
forward.
with the product? I'm just asking.
I usually make my own, so I'm looking for something a little bit stronger and easier to obtain instead of me just fighting my own kit while on the field.
Um,
But the dragon one looks familiar in some way. I've definitely seen that in the past.
It's from a wyvern, if
Mm.
recognize that. He's sort of getting a feel out for you still. I'm going to have you make a deception check. Okay.
Mhm.
He's loosening up to you as he starts to believe that you fully know what all of these strange chemicals are. Um,
Poison den goes in the other person. That's all.
well, he was trying to show you chemicals being like, you want one of these, right? Like, you're not a cop that knows what these are or whatever, right?
Oh, I see. I see.
Like, otherwise I can just say, oh, these are ingredients to potions that I make. You finally fully picked up what he's putting down, and you kind of opened up the conversation transaction to more things.
Yes.
And eventually he gets into, so, if you're looking for something extremely potent, my most potent thing that I have here is purple worm juice.
Adult or child?
Good
Oh.
stuff.
Oh, adult.
Do those still
It's-
exist? Because the last one we knew was already dead and a corpse.
I don't recall what you're talking about. These are harvested from the plane of Earth.
Ah, all right. Never mind. There was one that was here. That's fine. That's fine.
Never mind.
I'm just thinking about like the halls
It's a
of
Darganon.
yeah, the halls of Darganon, where it's a giant purple worm that basically carved the whole under mountain or under.
Well, that
Dark
was
out.
that was an exceptional purple as well.
Man, the poison on that would have been really fucking good.
Probably.
Yes, that's
Well.
what I'm talking. That thing, yeah, that.
Each dose will run you at least 3,000 gold pieces.
Oof.
Can I do an insight check? This feels. I mean, it's also Famladan. Just like, I feel like I can get that elsewhere for cheaper.
Make an insight check.
Huh.
So, with your insight check, hold on, I'm choking a bit. Jeez.
Drink some water. Jeez.
I need to refill my water. Anyway, your insight check, you're not really sure how much this stuff costs as you've never purchased this before. But it's Famladan, so you venture that it must be super expensive. You still try to haggle the price, but you don't really have a good idea of whether or not that's a normal price. But you
That's
can assume from a seedy fellow that he might be upselling you.
What if I try? I mean, I always assume everybody's upselling. What if I try to? Do you do bundle deals? What if I take the whole lot off your hands? What would you charge me for? Everything gone at once. You don't need to worry about anybody coming in, being suspicious. It's all mine.
It's a lot
What-
of material to move to one person.
I
That might
put
be
my
a little more suspicious.
put my
Ask me.
elbow onto like the whatever is next to me. And I'm just like, it's more suspicious if you have it. It ain't your problem once it's gone.
Make a persuasion check. Well, I have my own ways of keeping things clean. I am a potion maker after all. Most of these can be used in potions, especially of the fire variety if I have to. I don't think you need to be worrying about my well-being.
I was simply trying to get a deal. No.
How much
Seemed to
damage?
be. Huh?
Oh, I was just wondering how much damage does a purple worm poison do? Just out of curiosity.
Just out of curiosity, while that's 12d6 poison damage,
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Is that a save to negate or save to half?
saved to half, and it's
think it's-
DC 19.
Also an
Oof.
ingested poison versus a.
No, it's an injury poison.
Is it an injury poison? Yes.
You put it on your weapon. It's
Okay.
the best poison you can get.
I know Wyvern is also an injury poison.
Yeah, that's
That's
like
why I was thinking of the
66 or
two.
something.
Yeah, somewhere or 86. Yeah.
76 it is now that I'm seeing it.
Person has the DM's guild in front. I mean, DM's guide in front of him.
I mean, that's his job, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm afraid there's no package deals here.
All right. Well, how much is going to be for your whole lot?
I have 10 vials here. I don't know if I should part with all of them. I need other people to satisfy. I'd be willing to part with as many as 6.
Why does everyone do this? I can give you all the money right now. You have
You
other
can.
customers?
But I have other customers, and if they find me without stock, they're not going to get back to me.
Or they'll realize that you're more valuable and they'll pay you better the next time. It's called commission, baby. It works real good.
I don't work on commission. I work on availability.
I
Do
mean,
you
they
want
kind of
the 6
line up.
vials or not?
Just give it to me. How much?
6 times 3, 18k.
18?
18k.
10K.
Man, you guys are all a bunch of Karens.
So I can give him a 180 platinum.
1,800 platinum.
I can also give him 1,800 platinum. Yes. I can do both. I did
But-
math wrong.
Or actually, open up the, we're trying to make space in the portable hold. Maybe give him the actual gold if we have that much gold inside of it.
I could ask him if he does change. Do you want me to do that?
I mean,
No,
that'd be great too, but I'm saying
won't
we're,
change. That's the point.
This
we're
is
trying
also.
to we're trying to
know.
literally get rid of the space in the hole. So
I know. This
unloading.
is a seedy thing, though, so I assume that they're also going to want to have less things to carry around. So I was just going to give them the 1,800 for
Okay.
platinum.
Up to you.
Sense.
I just figured.
Right. He hands you over the vials and slips them into a little pouch for you. Let it jingle
6
too much.
purple. Yeah, well, I gave you, I could have paid you in copper. We have a lot of. Don't worry about it. Anybody else you can recommend for maybe a different variety of indiscreet content?
Exactly is it that you're looking for? I'm the one to go to for these types of goods.
What about weapons that might be shuffled in through some of these planar portals? You seem to have the ammo and the potions. You don't seem to have any blades.
Very too many blades here in Famladan. Those things are just really expensive. It's hard to deal in such large goods. Most bags of holding are carefully inspected by customs. Non-magical goods are easy to come.
Well, I'm not looking to buy a bag of apples.
I understand.
Well, if you have nothing else here, I thank you for your business, and I'll be on my way.
All right. Well, if that's all that you need, enjoy your time here in Famladan.
The best to you, my friend. We'll see you around.
Indeed. Sir, have you I'm still browsing.
Mm-hmm. I shuffle off out the door. Is there anything I could possibly pickpocket while I'm making my way out?
Ah,
Just curious.
Oh my god, dude.
don't.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta hit the rogue stereotype once in a while.
You already did. You
Already
did it
picked
earlier.
a fight in a bar
I did
and
it
then
earlier,
ran away.
And then I ran away. I made a big fuss and I went.
I just don't feel
Yeah.
like a rogue starts a bar fight, sneaks away, buys poison.
Buys
Still not roguey enough.
the poison.
The point. Fine. Fine, the consciousness of feathers sticks in my brain and I'm just leaving without touching anything.
Sure.
I just radio in. It's like, Mal, I have a feeling. Are you gonna do something bad?
No, I'm all good. Fine, just you hear the dinging of the door. Got some cool stuff. I'm on my way.
Okay, I'm very happy for you.
Okay, if you're leaving empty-handed, then you shall. Zumasu, you arrive just as Mao is leaving Pyramine's potions.
That tiefling looked familiar. Whatever. Alright. I knew there was a potion shop around here. I kind of waltzed right in.
Are you sure I
Don't
can't help you with maybe a potion from my potion shop? I'm just looking, stop bothering me.
Can I do an insight check on that random guy? Who's this guy? Who's this fool?
Is he actually that dumb?
Holy shit! What do I know? What do I get the vibe from this guy's deal?
This is the entire life story.
Uh, that's Tony Boulder. You've heard about Tony Boulder. He just kind of walks around and looks at stuff. He never really seems to buy anything. But a lot of the shops complain about him, and you've kind of come across that when you were buying and selling stuff before. Everybody kind of dreads Tony Boulder coming into their shop, because he just doesn't move.
Weird. It's like a boulder.
Okay.
Uh,
I go, pardon me, sir. Actually, I could use some help.
Yes, another customer. I'm sorry, Tony. I need to attend to somebody else. Fine, I'm just looking.
Uh,
Hello. Can I help you with something?
yes. I'm looking for a few different things. I got some of my shopping out of the way, and I just want to finish my list. Do you,
Excellent.
perchance, I pull out a little thing, sell potions of vitality or potions of water breathing?
Not exactly, I'm afraid.
Oh, what kind of potions you sell?
Cocaine.
Fire resistance, fire breathing, fire vision. It's like
And
that.
oh, does the fire breathing might be kind of nice. So I might. How much is that?
Oh. Well, if you're interested in that, that runs you about 250.
Oh, fire breathing. Okay. For a second there, I thought you're like you can still breathe while being lit on fire. I'm just like, how does that work?
I know.
Fire.
Not quite water breathing, but it serves a different
Yeah.
useful usage. It's 250 per vial or per potion.
Yes, certain.
Sure. Yeah. I'll give you 500 for two. And do you mind if I just ask you a few questions where to maybe find these other types of potions?
Certainly.
So I give him the 500 breathing potions. Are they just regular fire breathing? So the normals,
Yep,
first level.
potion of fire breathing. It's an item in the DMG.
All right. So I guess I just ask him. So I'm looking for kind of two weird assortments. I'm trying to find some adventuring gear that's like a little bit more magical and durable, and I'm also trying to find again the two potions I mentioned before. I've been to Family Dam before, but I'm not exactly sure where the best place to look for these items.
Well, if you're looking for vitality and all of that stuff, you might try Blight Spring. They normally do enchantments, but I think they have a side gig doing other healing nonsense.
What was it called?
Blight Spring.
Okay, and I guess he tells me where that is then.
It's in Genasi Hold, above us.
All right, thank you. And then I guess second thing, and that's for just vitality sort of stuff. So I'd hopefully find the potion.
Yes, potions of vitality. You can find healing spells at Light Springs.
Blight Springs and Light Spring.
Blight.
Okay.
I will ping where it is.
Oh, okay. And I guess the other question is I'm looking for stuff like something that would help, clean up messes, stuff like durable rope, maybe magically so, maybe something that could help with rations and stuff like that. Maybe some slightly.
This is a
enchanted
laundry list of things. I don't have time to bother with this.
thing.
Great.
I give him another 10 gold pieces, just to help with the. I give him 50 gold pieces.
I'm not sure if anybody has soap in Famladan. I'm sure that you can find something in one of the Genasi Hold lower sort of shops. One of the side streets might have something that's more common use. You're looking for a bar of soap to clean you.
Okay. Thank you for your help. And I'll just take my potions and go. I don't know. I kind of leaning close to him. I have seen that guy before. Maybe tell him something cool's happening at another shop. That seems to sometimes get his interest to wander somewhere else. Make up something. Send him somewhere else.
I'll try.
Good luck. I'm gonna head over to the Blight Springs enchantments then.
Okay. Well, Crash is kind of already done. Amon, go up to now that Thrazir's gone.
Okay. I mean, Drusir mentioned about the circular blasting being available anywhere, but I currently I am relatively low on personal money, so that's I'm not gonna indulge in that yet. But where the hell am I gonna get eye ointments?
I don't know, dude.
All right,
What the fuck? Iomits?
Eye
eye
ointment.
ointment.
Oh,
I need to rub shit on my eye.
I mean, you can go back to that weird Genasi from before and just like drink whatever she gave you. So,
Or check out Blight Springs enchantments.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the gawking. I'm gonna go to the gawking human, and actually book us a room, because now that I think about it, no one's booked a room.
True.
So,
Well, you
yeah,
have
I
a
would-
free stay of a room at the Sangam.
Do you?
Thrazir offered you the rest of his
Stay at the room.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Okay.
option.
Okay. We'll go at the Sangam.
Okay. Um,
I guess I'll have to relay the message to Goose, which will need to be relayed to Progression, all that
it
jazz.
goes down the chain.
Okay.
So I
Neat.
guess I'm heading towards the Sangam then, and that'll be it for me for now.
Sounds good. Then we continue on. Now, just left with your potions. Anything else?
heading over to the weird moss mound so I can go and, well, heading over to the chicken place to order a shit ton of chickens to then go to the moss mound.
Sure. Head to the north where the promenade is, where all the street food is.
Yeah.
Yes, you're able to go and buy some fancy meats. How much meats do you want?
At least 10 whole chickens.
Looks like the same place is still there, so you're able to buy some chickens. Um,
Do they remember us and do they hate us even more now?
Yeah, they have another big order coming. They're willing to do like 20 chickens, but it's gonna cost you.
And?
It's gonna cost you about,
Uh-huh.
say, 20, say 250 gold pieces.
That's it? That's what it's gonna cost me? Give him 25 platinum.
Okay, they start making your. Right, that's gonna take a while. Zumasu.
Yeah, let's hang out there and sit. And just
I'm
watch.
headed off to the Blight Springs enchantments. Doop-de doop-de-doop.
Right, head up. Up in Famladan to Blight Springs Enchantments, where Firemind directed you. You find the place. It has a sort of sign etched into the top of its brass building, and you head inside. The place has a sort of acrid smell to it. There's plenty of metalwork here, but a lot of it is glowing with green and yellow sort of sharp roots with pointed edges. It looks very World of Warcraft in here. Behind the counter, working on something, the counter's like a sort of big round thing so everybody can see what the person's doing. Seemingly this light spring, you assume, is etching something into a shield, as they are not really paying too much attention to you. They appear to be an ooze genasi, with a draping head of oozing hair over a stony face that just has ooze oozing out of their eyes and mouth.
Pardon me. I'm here. I was told that I could find some utility type potions for sale.
Yes.
Oh, Do you happen to carry, I pull out the list, water breathing potions and potions of vitality?
Slow down, my friend.
Oops, sorry.
Let me finish this. And he stands up and, like, puts his finger across a few strokes, and his acid on his hand just etches the remainder of a rune to there, and the rune glows a bit as he finishes it up. Continue the rest. Looking for potions, you said?
Yeah.
Potion of what?
Water breathing and vitality.
Means you by vitality. What does that do?
I heard it could help you if you were exhausted and cure a few other ailments.
Exhaustion, I can cure that. Yes. Finally, my hobby is becoming useful. Please, join me. And he slumps out of his chair and kind of guides you with his hand, his hover hand, towards a sort of cabinet. He opens it. Inside are a bunch of potions. They're kind of frothing and steaming and sputtering with acid. Yes, one of these may do the trick.
These, you sure these are workable potions? They look a little volatile.
Of course they work. I made them. Designed them to work. They shall.
Should I do like an insight check on this?
You can make an alchemist tools check
I don't have that.
with intelligence.
So would I just do a straight intelligence
Yeah.
check? Okay. Let's see, where's that? Did that work the way I want? Oh, there we go. I got a 12.
He hands you some water breathing ones. These ones at least don't look to be sputtering too much. They're actually a kind of clear liquid, with just a twinge of blue floating near the bottom of it. They don't seem to be too dangerous from the looks of it. Those ones are going to run you at least 150 gold.
How many of these do you got?
Not many, but I can part with at least 5.
Yep, I'll take the lot.
Because that's stock. One left for me to replicate.
That's fine.
So, want the vitality. It's the good stuff. Reaches to the top shelf, his arm kind of extends a little bit to go and grab it. It is a potion that is kind of shaking a little bit from the pressure within. It's frothing and bubbling inside. Looks to be rather red and twinging green a bit.
How much would this be?
Such a vital potion. I only have one in stock. It will cost you 10,000.
What the fuck does it do?
You can drink this, and it will remove all exhaustion that suffers you, as well as any disease, any poison. And for the next day, you will be exceptional at your own natural healing.
Alright, Mountain Dew.
You regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit dice that you spend during rest. For 24 hours.
Yeah, so it's very efficient.
As well as like any disease or any poison. That might not be a bad thing to have in our back pocket just in case.
Yeah, it's
There's a reason why I wanted this.
it's a
because
full heal potion along with extra heal potion. Okay.
It's a full restore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I'll
great
get it
restoration of state.
partially thinking that I'll have to have Boomcrash take a look at it because I'm like, if it looks so volatile, it's gotta at least be powerful. In my head, it's like worst case scenario, Mao can turn this into a bomb. So I'm just like, you know what? Sure. Well, I'll take it. You said it was 10,000 GP.
Yes.
I hand him 100 platinum.
Thank you. It's good to see someone with an interest in my liquids. Is there anything else that you need? My enchantment emporium. I can etch runes into your armor if it so pleases you. He kind of like puts a finger across your mithril armor and it kind of sizzles a bit. Doesn't
What
have
would
enough time to take.
what sort of services would that be?
All elemental things are within my purview. I can part or magical items to deal damage as long as they're made of a metal I can etch. Even more damage if I am offered more time and payment.
So you could enchant items to have resistance or enchant items to do elemental damage?
That is indeed the case. I can impart it upon your armor. Yes, or your weapons. He offers that he can do bonus d6 damage to your weapons, or a bonus 2d6 damage to your weapons. The types of damage include acid, cold, fire, or lightning, the 4 generic elements. Armor, he can give resistance to one of them, or resistance to all 4 for a greater cost.
Question about I can't stack the stuff to the extra, right? Extra damage to this.
He seems to be implying that he can.
Holy shit! That sounds pretty good, actually.
My magic works in addendum, as you'll find.
We do have a little bit of a time frame here, and I do kind of need to know the cost of this. If I was to add a 2d6 to this, and I hold out the Dwarven Thor, how much would that be?
Already enchanted items will increase the cost, even so slightly more. That will be 30,000 gold pieces to enchant such a device.
Enticing. But I might have to come back here. I can let my friends know because they might want to
Of course.
utilize that skill.
Tell anyone that I can offer these things.
And
We
the
can do it.
Will
So
not regret.
and the armor bonus, how much would that be? If it was to be either one or all 4.
For one resistance, it's 6,000 plus the cost of the armor. If it's all 4, it's 30,000 plus the cost of the armor.
Okay. It wouldn't destroy the armor, right? Like it would still just be the normal mithril, just re-ruined.
Would enhance it.
Again, that's still something possibly worthwhile for people.
this is fucking awesome, actually. This is
Yeah.
really good.
I'm surprised that nobody has come here sooner.
Me too. Wait, how much time does this take? Did you ask him? Did he answer that?
Yeah, no, I have to ask him that. So we are
The
on a
more
little bit of a...
difficult enchantments take at least a day of work for me. The simpler ones only take an hour.
So we could... Okay, that's
Shit.
good to know. So
Easy peasy.
maybe we do stay a week at Family Dance so everybody can get souped up armor or shit.
Souped up armor and spells and everything, because I have more shit to do.
Yeah, and I could get my bard. Okay, we can spend our stuff here. Okay, back to in person. I think your offers stand really well. Thank you for the potions. I might come back here. As a secondary note, since your services are going to cost a bit, would you happen to know where I could unload some magical items I've made on my travels?
Like
who would be
items
willing?
you've made.
Well, come across people sell them and such.
You could sell them anywhere. The Planar Promenade has some merchants, I've heard. The Brassworks might be interested.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to keep you in mind. You'll probably see us after I reconvene with the rest of my adventuring group.
Fantastic.
And I was also told that possibly Genasi Hold would have some areas that might sell more kind of like not magical but commonplace items. Would you happen to know that sort of place?
Have to go off the beaten path to find those. They aren't as touristy.
Well, that still sounds interesting. I think I'll take my thank you for all your information. I will probably hit you up later. Have a good day.
Excellent. Have a fantastic time. That.
All right. So I guess the next I'm gonna do is gonna go down to the merchant area in Genasi Hold to look for my mundane shit. Well, not
Okay.
really mundane.
Right. Well, Boom Crash is still doing their stuff. Amon is wrapping up his stuff. I guess we'll skip to Mao.
I think I'm just sitting there waiting while food's being cooked and like watching people. I think that's all that's happening. I'm just sitting there and waiting.
Yeah. So they
What?
eventually finish all 20 of your chickens.
Nice.
Uh,
I just open the bag of holding, or the pocket, and just like throw it on the floor.
Yeah, they just kind of roll their eyes and start scraping the plates off into the hole.
Nice.
Kind of scattering onto your like other items in the portable
Yeah, don't
hole.
worry about it. It's fine.
Grease is getting everywhere. It's going to smell like chicken for probably
I'm going to
weeks.
have to find the soap thing.
Don't worry, I'll have to get soap, and then we'll empty out the whole thing, and then put some water in there, and we'll shake it around, and we'll just open it up and unload it all. Let
Right.
it dry.
You have 20 chickens. in your
Go and
inventory.
try and find the moss mound. I
Uh,
can't remember his name. I'll never remember his name.
tree sap.
Sure. Tree Dick. Let's go.
Make an investigation check or charisma investigation if you choose.
Yes, I'll do charisma investigate.
So you're asking around.
So how do you do this with your macros? Say it's
Any
charisma
skill.
investigate.
There's a button called any skill
Oh, I didn't have that one.
if it's
set up.
enabled. Go to the macros
Any
and check
skill.
off any skill
Got it.
and make sure that your character's selected.
Yeah. Interesting.
Theo, you ask around, and it sounds like Tree Sap has already made their rounds today. Looks like Tree Sap has gone into hiding.
Well, shit. What am I gonna do with all these chickens? They're only gonna last like 24 hours.
I don't know, man.
Fuck. I'm gonna try and find him anyway. I'm just gonna keep scouring for him.
Okay, make a investigation check. It's gonna have to be your investigation because everybody you ask has no clue where Tree Sap goes when finishes with his rounds. Total 20.
We kind of knew where he traveled before, but we also did not know where he went.
Yeah, he kind of would just visit various bodies of water and just plop himself down. But those all seem to be empty. You're not very well versed in Bamladan, and he here is able to really help you. Say even with a 20, you aren't able to find where he goes.
Well, fuck. Are there like children around that don't seem like they're ever eating anything? If so, I'm just gonna give them the chickens.
Mal's gonna do a gift to the poor and children?
Shush!
Sounds like something a paladin and a compassion should do to make up for eating his bunny rabbit.
Yeah, for sucking the breath out of his bunny rabbit in a time of desperation.
At this point, yeah, I'm just like, well, there's no point in saving this food. It's gonna go to waste because he's already made his rounds. I'm just gonna try and find, like, kids, because parents can figure out their own shit, but kids are at least, like, you know, kind of stuck in a less powerful position.
In your searches through back alleys, you find some apparently young Genasis of varying elemental types playing some sort of strange game in a back alley. There's nobody else around, but you have the jump on them. The kids are surprised if need be.
I'm just standing there with the pocket and just kind of like looking at them, and I look to the side. If I can find like a barrel or something, I'll pull out the bowl and I'll start like yanking out chickens from the pocket and putting it on the bowl, and then I'll just leave.
You mean the like really jeweled bowl,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the bull bowl.
You take out the jeweled bowl that's used for Amon's like very special spell, and you start putting chickens in it.
No, no,
and
no.
then leave.
I thought she had her own bowl.
I do
for-
have my own bowl. Yeah,
Oh,
that is my jeweled bowl, the one that I bought because I was like, fuck it, I'll have my own bowl for the water for the key.
Oh.
So now the kids have it.
get rid of your jeweled bowl then, which I guess
How
is
many?
distinct and different than Amon's jeweled bowl.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
less
that was
blue.
a whole thing.
Less blue.
Take your word for it. I don't recall it very much.
It pretty much was Amon found one, she found one, but Amon's like, I already have it, and she's like, well, crap, I'll use this for the thingy.
Yeah.
So it could have worked for his thing, but you kept it.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, but I just kept it. So
I see. Okay. Yeah, you put a bunch of chickens in the bowl and then
This is
walk
like-
away.
I just stare at them as they're doing whatever. Like I imagine them doing like a jumping rope or throwing sticks at something or doing whatever kids could manage to get their fingers on. And
Alex,
then it just like
this is Chris sitting. They're playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
right with gold. And this is actually like, wow, that's chicken. Jeez, that's real bad. We're gonna leave that be. Gross. But yeah,
Magical chicken tiefling.
just stare at them, look at the side, set it up, and just walk away.
You have to be eating one of them to show them it's good.
Nah, they can eat it on their own.
I don't think they noticed you.
I throw a stone at one of them.
Oh, you wanted them to notice you. I thought you were being sneaky.
No, I'm just gonna keep standing there until one of them notices me. Like really fucking awkward. I'm taking notes from Amon.
Okay. Eventually they do one of them does notice you and they like stop playing their little ball game and the ball bounces off of one of the Earth Genasi child's heads. That was a little too spiky, so the ball kind of pops. They're just like staring at you, shocked.
And then I'll leave the tribute and then walk away.
Gesture to the bowl of chicken, walk
Full
away.
one chicken for each.
I want you to stay away from my kids.
How many kids were there so I know how many chickens I have? Because I bought 20 fucking chickens.
It's like 4 kids.
I still have 16 chickens.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wait,
Wait, do we by any chance, does anybody have like a food preservation spell? Cleric?
Yes, but I can purify food, but I won't.
can you gentle repose chickens?
I was about to say, could you gentle repose the chickens?
It would work if it's just to feed the next guy. You could just explain yourself, and Amon would probably do it.
Yeah, I could, but I won't.
Fair.
You will enjoy your salmonella, and you will like it.
And I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll still accept like shitty kind of day old chickens.
We
I
get
don't
we
know.
get just a bunch of D4 potions, food juice.
That's okay. We have like all the fucking healing gems. We can take some mediocrity. That's okay.
That's fair.
We can give those to NPCs when we want to make friends.
Jesus Christ. No, we're not.
Poison, dead. Wow, that works better than my purple worm poison. You what? Is there a bank in this place? Out of curiosity, that was like another thing I was curious about. Or some sort of money exchange, or anybody would be able to take all the gold we have and turn it into platinum pieces, or
Yeah, there
I mean,
might be some place like that.
I mean, I did just find a guy that, if you want your weapons improved upon, could possibly be a money sink.
I mean that's fine. Yeah, I guess. So I will search for the exchange thing. If I find it, I'm gonna go back to the gawking human. I'm gonna wait for everybody else.
Or it would be the what's it place? Because that
The
was
Zangam.
yeah. We did say
we're-
we put that down
Yes.
the line.
We're living large, courtesy of Thruzier.
I'm just gonna walk by smelling like oily chicken.
You smell like a fried chicken from a fair.
Yeah, it's like yeah, exactly. I like walked through the marketplace and I brought the smell with me. It smells really good, but also you're just like, ew.
It smells good until you get up close and you're like, oh wait, that's
It's
mm.
strictly just oil. It's like walking out of a Burger King. Gross.
Hey.
Yep, that's my plan.
Zumasu. Finished up at Blight Springs.
Yep. So
Doing
I'm going
anything
to
else
the
today?
Yeah, I'm going to the side markets to find the magical soap in any of the magical utility items.
Okay. Make an investigation. It can be charisma based if you choose.
Yes, because then I could add a plus level more. So that's plus 3 more, so that's gonna be 17.
Okay. Well, that's not entirely how that works. When I say charisma based, it means it's minus your intelligence, right?
Yeah, but my charisma is more. My charisma is plus 4, my intelligence is plus 1. So
So
that's
if
gonna
you
be
roll for investigation normally, that's just rolling for. That's adding 1. So that's minus 1.
but then it would be plus 3 from the charisma
Oh,
mod.
okay. You did the math for me. I see.
Yeah. I'd still have proficiency. I just take off the intelligence one and I'd add 3 because instead of adding 4 it'd be the minus 1. Yeah.
Do that way as well, instead of using the button. Uh, make your way into the side streets of Famladan, and you ask around for some of the people to maybe share some of their local insights, get out of the touristy area, and you eventually come upon some place. Yeah, it's in Genasi Hold somewhere. I'll say that you come upon a simplistic sort of shop that's just called General Goods.
This seems like it'd be good. I pop my head in. Up.
Right. You head into General Goods, and the shops are just kind of lined with various items. You see like uh, paper towels, Dawn dish soap, a bunch of like fruit and stuff,
Jar of peanut butter.
jar of peanut
Nice.
butter, cans of tuna.
Okay. So I'm looking specifically for like the magically type one. So I guess I asked the clerk if they have like an enchanted uh I'll do this kind of in character. I'll ask if they have like a cleansing soap that is reusable, hence a cleansing stone magic item, or if they have any spices that refill themselves. Keyword's handy spice
You
pouch.
want Mr. Clean's magic eraser.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want magical Mr. Clean's magic eraser. I described to the shopkeep if they have that in an aisle, and I asked them if they have refilling spice pouch, aka Keyword's handy spice pouch. Let's start there.
It's actually the Mr. Clean's prestidigitation cube.
You head up to the counter where there is a rather large air genie, just kind of resting there. He's got a big, long, thin gold necklace, and a little bit of stubble somehow. Looks like just a cumulonimbus kind of thing going on around his chin area. And he's just kind of snoring a bit as you wake him up. What is it? And you explain what you're looking for. Aisle 5.
Okay. Over there. Do I find
Aisle
my
5.
Do I
Yeah.
find my magical soap and my spices?
Yep. The magical soap is right between the like Dawn dish stuff and some Ajax like powder.
Tide Pods.
Yeah. It has a little paper price listed next to it. It says 50 gold pieces.
Sweet, and it's the magical kind, right? So this is basically reusable cleaning prestidigitation, right?
Yeah.
Sweet, yeah, I want to get that. I take that. I put that in my little cart, and then I'm gonna go look for the spice aisle.
Oh, they don't have carts here. They just have the basket.
Okay, I put in my little basket.
You
What did we
carry your
just?
shit.
What do we describe this as?
Describe this as?
Or what did we describe the soap? Is it just a magical bar of soap?
Oh yeah, it's a little square-shaped stone that you rub stuff and it's clean.
It's soap.
Yeah.
It's not a steel soap, it's just soap.
Okay, but it's reusable. I want to get my magical spice pouch.
So that means that there's some nasty creature out there with oil that definitely doesn't disintegrate normally. You're just rubbing all over yourself. Just think about that.
It's magic. We use all sorts of random stuff.
Magic fat. Extra oily.
And how much is the spice pouch?
Spice pouch. Exactly tell you where that was, so you're gonna have to look around a bit.
I go back up to him and ask him where I can find the spice.
What? You again?
Yeah, I'm just doing some cleaning, shopping type thing.
You want a spice pouch, you gotta go somewhere else.
Oh, really? Dang. Would you know where? The grocery store that has that sort of thing?
I don't know, man. Not a cook.
Do you have a timekeeping thing? Sometimes I find myself, adventuring in a cave and I kind of like to know what time it is outside.
Don't care. Aisle 1.
Okay. So I want to find an orb of timekeeping. How much is that?
Find an orb of timekeeping. It glows with the approximate sunlight value of the material plane at your current latitude, longitude.
It's useful.
It's 100 gold pieces.
Alright, put that in my basket. And all the other stuff, I guess that's fine for now. Yeah, I'll go up to him with my little cart, I'll pay for it. So it's 150, I put that on the thing.
There's
And
a
I got my
little like stand-up PDQ on the counter, and it has ropes of mending in it.
I put that on the thing too. How much is this?
It's 100 gold pieces.
Okay, put that there. I put the so that'd be altogether 250 gold pieces. So I put 25 platinum pieces on the thing.
Would you like to enroll in our rewards program?
No, would you like to tell me about it?
I am obligated to tell you about our rewards program.
Oh no, you're fucking mean, dude.
I might actually subscribe if it's good.
If you subscribe to our rewards program, every time that you buy from a general goods store, you will receive an extra 10% off of your total purchase as long as you purchase 200 gold pieces or more of merchandise. And the first time that you sign up, your first order is a total of 25% off.
I have two secondary questions.
What is your secondary question?
Do you have locations outside of Family Dam?
No.
Oh. And then the second question is, do you take wholesale? Do you sell wholesale and in bulk?
No.
Oh. Well,
Would you like to enroll in our rewards program, or can I ring you up?
you know what? Sure, you can put me down. How much is it to enroll?
Pulls out a little abacus, and he pulls out like some calligraphy tools. What is your name?
I'll go through and answer all this. Honey, Spend. Serpentine.
Your real name, sir?
It matters?
Yes. Genie, I know it's not your real name.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, what's your privacy policy?
We do not share your information with any third-party resources. We have no need to do such things.
Does that include outer plane beings such as fiends, devils, celestials, and archfiends?
Your name will only be shared in our internal base with our other genies that run the other general goods stores.
Okay. Sure. I give him the information.
What is your address?
Is it a problem if my address is currently unknown since I seem to be moving a lot?
I'll put hero.
Could you put adventurer?
No,
Oh, okay.
that is what our that is what we have to call it for the database.
That's fine. That's fine.
What is your social security number?
I kind of revoked my citizenship, I think, to some degree until I return.
That's fine. If you don't have one, you will be assigned one for Famladan. Your
Okay.
social security number is, and he pulls out the abacus, which rearranges itself, 6242825222.
That's it?
Yes, congratulations, you've gotten to our rewards program.
Alright, thank you.
It is 20% off of your purchase, so that would mean that it would be, the abacus moves a bit, 200 gold pieces instead of 250.
I pick up the 4 platinum pieces and leave them with 20 platinum pieces. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Thank you for subscribing in the General Goods Reward Program. If you'd like to unsubscribe from the deals and whatnot, you can do so after you receive the first one. Thank you for shopping at General Goods. Please come again.
Thank you. And buddy, are you all right?
Buddy, I work here.
Okay. I mean,
That's that. Stop asking him questions. God damn.
all right.
Mr.
take care.
Zumasu, not all genies grant wishes as you might understand them from your narrow mortal view. Some of us have to pay the rent.
Right.
I do not
Alright.
have a dream job. I do not dream of labor, but I must
This
do
is
it.
so depressing. Please leave.
I head out. I look for the grocery store to get my
Ding
damn
dong.
spice pouch.
Okay, you leave the store. You find a nearby store that seems to have spices. You've tracked it down from the smell, and they do have a handy spice pouch. Heward has been here to distribute them.
Oh, so it's brand named.
Yeah,
Sweet. I ask how much is the spice pouch that I'd like to purchase.
this will run you about 250 gold pieces. It has
Must
every
be good.
spice known to most material planers.
I immediately slam down the 25 platinum. Yep, that sounds pretty good.
Of course. Have a nice day. Do you need anything? Any poultry or beef or anything else from our store?
Yeah, I think I'm good for now. I might come back for, daily shopping. Seems like a nice area you got around here.
Thanks. We have a lot of friendly faces here. Haven't seen
Hey,
you
have a
around though. But you're welcome back here anytime.
Thank you. Alright, I guess I'll go meet up with the party now that I got my nice items.
Okay.
And I'll let them. I'll basically, so we can skip a lot of the thing. I'll explain the Blight Springs enchantment thing and everybody learning the cost amount.
I assume that you guys share most of your information with each other thanks to your convoluted network of information spreading. You guys
I am
reconvene.
not gonna waste anyone's time with all those devils not knowing shit.
That's fine.
They know
Okay.
shit.
You guys
I'm just saying-
reconvene at the Sandgam.
Just more so to hand wave certain things. So I guess
Yeah.
they turned to Amon then. So if we did want to get our stuff enchanted, it seems like it would take a day to do some of the heavier stuff. It would only take an hour for the lighter stuff. And I did get my Pegasus commission for armor if we ever make it back here. So before we leave, I would like to figure out a way to teleport back here so I could pick it up after our. Hopefully, we're gonna be fine after we defeat your problem.
Frankly, from what I can gather, Zumosu is the one that's actually going to take the most amount of time because he's the one commissioning stuff, and his
Probably not because those are only a day. If I'm getting even like a couple of spells on my spell list, that's going to take multiple days.
It's the Pegasus thing takes 2 weeks, which would mean I'd be okay with us
Oh,
moving
I
ahead of
forgot
time.
about that.
exactly.
The Blight
Yeah.
Springs enchantment thing, we could spend like 3 days to make sure Mao, me, and do you guys use weapons?
Do we still have the lamp?
No, that
Damn it.
disappeared.
Boo.
Yeah, do you guys use weapons? Because if you wanted to, you could enchant some sort of weapon with some extra damage if you'd like.
Cinder Smite probably wouldn't be eligible, but most metal weapons would be.
You could also buy a bow and have it enchanted too. Probably easy to find one here.
Metal bow, yes.
I'm not gonna mess with my stick because it's a step stick. I'm not gonna deal
Smart.
with it. Yeah.
And then the second thing is your armors you guys are wearing. If you're cool with those, you could get those enchanted to have resistance to elementals damage.
If it's metal, yes.
If it's metal, oh crap! So studded leather doesn't work. The studs don't count.
Nay. Yes,
Maybe
just the
not.
studs, not the leather.
That'd be fun. Okay,
They're
so
extra spiky.
it'd
Look
be
like a
mostly
goth kid.
it'd be mostly me spending some time to enchant my armor then, and Mao if she'd like to get her weapons enhanced.
It's not a bad idea to sort of buff up as much as possible while we have the time and resources to do so. So I'm okay with it. How does everybody else feel?
What was the question again?
How would we be able to spare maybe like 3 days worth of time before we head out?
What about, I thought we were talking about like potentially 2 weeks because of the horse armor.
Oh,
He was
wasn't sure
saying
if
that
you guys
he could leave and come back if he needs to, which is why he was trying to
okay.
secure a way to
Yeah.
come back.
There's
But-
a ton of
I'm
portals.
not really keen on the barding. It's like he almost never fights actually on the horse. Like it's usually just travel, and it's just
Well, the times I do fight on the horse pops pretty quickly, and then I'm without the horse for the rest of the day. That's actually what happens a lot of the time.
Exactly. It's just like you're functioning fine without the horse. I don't want to delay 2 weeks.
That makes sense to me.
Fair enough.
Like the horse, you can always resummon it, and it's good for travel. That's basically it.
Mm. It has been almost 3 to 4 months that we've been away from Allure and whatever war is going on. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, at this stage, like, what is one extra month or so for you guys?
I guess it's hard to make a syndicate if everyone's dead.
Well, so I guess the priority
What?
then would be.
Huh? What?
I at this point I'm just kind of like Mao's just saying Mao things.
Mouse is being angsty.
Well, Mao, I know you'd like to go back to whatever double lives you got in the lore, but sorry, the situation has escalated. So I guess the two things that we could then do is see if me and Mao could upgrade our armor and weapons a little bit. So maybe like 3 days would give us enough time, and then we could also find what portals to return here means. From what I've learned, you either want to get snugly with a noble family to see if you can borrow their teleportation pads, or we just buy a straight up magic item that would allow us to come back here, which themselves would be a
I
little
thought we
pricey.
already had the magic item thing with the
No.
lamp.
Chris
That's a
disappeared.
one-time use.
Okay, so that was the lamp. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, those
I thought
sort
we
of
were
things you
defining
can
it.
buy, but they are expensive. So we'd have to ask around to see where to get one.
Actually, I have a question for you guys.
Hmm.
Why do you want to return to Family Dam?
I don't.
Nope.
Exactly. Like, why do you need a teleportation back?
I'd need to get my
The
armor back.
confluence is an invaluable resource for me personally, and the amount of shopping and resources available has been incomparable to anywhere else we've been.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
really good
I mean,
point.
it's true.
And that's why I personally like Famladan a lot.
And it has the one little caveat of you can't go back there unless you like do a weird thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
why don't you ask the Primordial Court? I mean, they do owe us.
Yeah, I could ask there, and just be like, hey, so, or I don't know, or go to the Genasi Keep and see who I can snuggle up with, or even talk to the Confluence and say, it's like, hey, so if I want to come back here, how do I do this? Do you have like a magical students abroad program, something?
Man, you transfer so many schools.
I'm trying. I'm self-taught, so I'm trying to get my degree.
it's admirable.
The light
I mean-
near you starts to brighten as Starshine, your server, comes to you with her radiant, like rainbow of hair. Can I
That's
get you
right.
guys anything? I know that you just wanted to talk before going to your rooms, but I figured you might be interested in food. I checked on your reservation, if you are indeed using Mr. Thrazier's, and you should be able to have access to any food that you want.
Oh, that's
Oh,
lovely.
Sweet potato fries.
I'll ask anything that you recommend.
Whiskey.
Well, we do have many forms of alcohol. We have
Whiskey.
Arborian mead. It's 150 gold pieces. It'll get you something in the line of whiskey. People have said it's pretty good.
I'll take some Arborian mead.
Sure. I was thinking mostly like food. So whatever chef specials or whatever you particularly recommend or enjoy. I'm not too picky.
Does anyone want to make a perception check? Mao is currently eating a chicken leg.
Yeah, I do. I kind of want to make a perception check.
Just like in this moment, it's just definitely like satire and being like, yeah, I'm pretty.
You
don't
smell
notice
chicken
it.
somewhere. It smells
Smell
really good.
I just think it's really good from. See if Elena sees anything. Elena straight up lands on Mao's shoulder and is asking for a chicken.
But she doesn't eat meat. I thought we established that.
Did we? She's a part serpent. And bunnies can be creepy.
They can be creepy. That is true.
It smells good enough Elena wants to eat some
Maybe-
chicken.
Maybe she was just pissed at you, and that's why she turned on your food.
Oh, she
Vampire
ate it a bit.
bunny, vampire bunny, eat that chicken leg.
Yes, she's nudging Mao to give her a piece of chicken.
Just
Else she's
lifted
gonna draw attention.
from my mouth to my shoulder.
She takes it and scurries behind you.
Scream!
Alina jumps into your pouch and pulls out an entire chicken,
Holy
scrambles
shit.
behind the bench there. You guys are in like the stone section that you were in before of the Sangam's various levels.
I don't notice anything, so I just comment, whatever smells really good, I'd also like to eat. Something smells really good in here.
Oh, well, we were working on this this brilliant extraplanar steak. I'm afraid I can't tell you exactly where the source is from, but I can assure you that it's been cooked to perfection, and it has a brilliant sauce that goes with it.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. How much would that? So it's 150 for the
Oh,
meat
food
and
is
how
on the
much-
house.
Oh, then definitely yes. I'll take the meat and bring out the steak, please.
Sure. Well, the mead will cost you,
Yes, I pass her the 150 gold piece.
of course. She returns with steaks for the table. It's a very pungent steak, covered in a strange orange sauce with a little bit of like dark lumps in it. Doesn't look particularly appetizing, and the strong scent kind of puts you off. But one taste, and it's a very complex flavor that eventually like is at two ends of the sweet and savory section, like ends of the spectrum that it kind of meets in the middle.
So it's like it's both smoked and barbecued and dried at the same time.
It's
sort
kind
deal?
of barbecue-y, yeah.
Okay. I enjoy it.
Yeah. The mead comes for you guys, and it's just a bottle of mead, so you guys can share it if you need to.
Yeah,
Who
right.
wants some drink?
It is a really fancy green bottle that is like embellished in a web of gold.
Got it. They're so extra here.
It's from
I mean, that's-
Arborea.
I would definitely be interested in that super shiny fucking bottle, but I'll also
Bottle's
take a
yours,
sip.
you own it.
Yeah.
Begin the collection of tiny trinkets and little boxes and tiny bottles that will never hold anything ever again.
Prom crow
I
is
should
gonna
recycle
crow.
this, but but it would look so good on the counter. It shows people that I bought it.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Move on.
Have we shared all of the nonsense from what has happened today? Like, do we know about people looking for us?
I'm an open book and I show off my
Oh,
my new
already-
spices.
alre-
and things.
I already said it before, but it's up
Okay.
to you guys if you guys pay attention.
Well,
Well, I think you just said
Yeah.
like I share that with the crew, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
in when there's, because now we're all in sort of like a confined area where it's a little bit safer, we're away from the outside, maybe people listening in, so go into further discussion to some degree, like who was searching for us.
Gonna try and you mentioned the green ring, the green magic ring, and the big nose, and can I
see if I can recollect if I've seen anyone who fits that description.
Sure. Insight check to recollect.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna inspiration that. Oh, okay.
Well, from your
Ah,
insight, you don't recall anybody with a particularly large schnoz, though you're not sure how much of it matters if Brazier was saying that they were shapeshifted.
True.
Yeah.
They
It's
just-
mostly the ring.
They just seems
and-
to have gotten their tiefling wrong.
Okay, so
No veil. No
No.
veil on this individual. Okay.
Veil?
Yeah, I was thinking of the other servant of Asmodeus that confronted us while everyone was chasing after Zamosu because he made the call to the entire universe for a god.
No, I think that would have been more of a description of
Okay.
Brazier.
Well, I mean, if they were shapeshifted, then you wouldn't know. But just checking.
So if they were exactly in that form, then they would know, but since they're shapeshifted, then they would not be exactly in that form. Gotcha.
Anywho, it's not the same person, or at least we don't know it's the same person. If
Yeah.
it was.
Not sure, the only thing you really have to go on is the ring. And the fact that they're shapeshifted.
Would I be able to do an insight check on the ring?
You could certainly try.
I have seen, if it's a Taurus's dragonfly, I've seen that before because I had the pendant a while ago.
And from your insight, you know that a Taurus's colors are green and gold,
Mhm.
so it could be a reference to a Taurus, but you didn't see the ring yourself, so you
True.
can't confirm it.
Well, shit. I guess we're just out of luck. Also, I have a shit ton of chicken. Because our
Ah.
moss friend was not around as I
Yeah.
opened the pocket, and you can definitely all smell the oily chicken.
Is that gonna go bad?
oh dear.
I mean, probably.
Uh,
Oh dear.
this was for the moss friend, so should we find a way to preserve it then? So you don't have
I
to
mean,
buy
I
more
have some ice magic. Maybe I can
frozen chicken.
freeze breath and freeze dry it. Unless there's a better option.
Mm.
Amon, you got anything that could preserve chicken?
let me check.
I love Amon. Amon is
I
great.
could, but I could just make more chicken. Also, you bought it, you eat it.
This is for the slime guy, right? For the
Yeah.
ooze.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just a lot. I've literally already given away some. Your rabbit ate one.
Elena's there's just like a drumstick left, of just almost all bone.
Little bunny hiccup. Mm.
Ah,
Oh.
she's so cute when she's eating meat.
How many pieces are left?
15. 15 whole chickens.
I could summon undead to eat it all.
Eat the chicken.
Oh my god. Or we could freeze dry it and give one to Goose, maybe, because I don't think I've ever fed Goose.
I'd say we freeze dry it.
Okay.
We
I-
can do that in our room. I think empty them on the floor and then.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on myself with ice and do cold damage. I think I can do that.
You know, this reminds me of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode where the Master Shake and Meatwad are burning styrofoam for warmth and have nothing but raw chicken on their floors. This is giving me that vibe.
This is
Yeah,
yeah,
it does,
no,
yeah.
we're in the fanciest place that we can stay doing the most poor people shit right
Yes.
now.
We are taking
Stealing all the salt
ketchup,
shakers.
all the salt, all the syrup, everything we possibly can, little peanut butter cups. We're just being heathens.
Yeah.
I don't need to do
so
that because I got my
Boomcrash-
own spices.
Boomcrash blasts cold air into the portable hole with all the chicken in it, freezing pretty much everything in the hole.
Cool.
Cold.
Cool.
Cold.
I am gonna take out my new magic eraser stone and start cleaning up the table.
You guys,
bag.
you guys see the radiance of starshine going up towards your level again, but it looks like they're going to somewhere else. Yes, please. Can I get moved to somewhere else? There's a rather unpleasant smell coming from that direction, and they
Oh no.
point over towards you
Oh
guys.
no.
I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. Is there anywhere else that you'd rather be, Sungleam? Of course, I'd rather be down there on the fire level, if it so pleases you. Yes, I'll get some people to move your party. Please wait a moment.
Can
And
I
she
just
floats down.
digitate and like make it so we're not like embarrassing ourselves anymore?
Yeah, I just turned him out and started smushing the stone into her, leaving the little magical clean trail on her.
Oh, stop what are you touching me with?
You smell like chicken, and normally that's fine, but I think we're getting complaints.
This is the equivalent of like pulling at your child's shirt and licking your thumb and trying to get out the ketchup stain that they have on it.
Yes.
Except it's your grown
That's
adult
very,
friend.
That's very specific of you.
Yeah, the person complaining about you seems to have a really large party with them, and they appear to be a genasi made out of solid gold.
Wow. Pretentious fucks.
Wait, shit. Mal, if we're trying to get in line with the noble for teleportation, stuff,
Yeah,
probably
we
wanna
fucked
not
our
make a
chance.
scene.
It's fine.
They don't know it's us. Don't worry about it.
I continue to scrub your like arms and probably have chicken grease on them.
What are you?
Uh,
It's in the hole. Just
I'm
close
going.
the bucket.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go to the room.
Okay.
It's even worth it.
Yeah, no, fuck this. I'm out.
You head to the outer ring of this like tiered balconied room, as that does lead to some rooms out in the back that surround the circumference of this place. The gold genasi, Sungleam, and her entourage are moved to a lower level in the Sangam. They didn't really see you guys per se, but because there's like a lot of stonework in the way, like blocking off all the booths, but they definitely were pointing over in your direction. And what about the rest of you? All moving to the room?
I'm gonna finish my drink before I go back to the room. Fuck that.
Sure. So it's just
Yeah,
Amon going back to the room, followed by
I
you
finished
guys.
my stuff.
And Boom Crash. Yeah, no, Boom
and Boom
Crash is
Crash.
jumping out of here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a safe place. I'm not causing trouble. I'm just drinking. Mer.
Boom Crash has some very specific class shame that she's trying to avoid and cope with, so
Yes.
she's leaving.
And Mao has none of that, so that's why she's staying.
Okay, Zumasu and Mao party together. Zumasu, you note that the Arborian mead does get you drunk at about the normal
snap.
rate.
I will legitimately ask for another as I'm realizing this. I might not have it right now, but I'm going to have another in my inventory.
Sure,
Not
you can
like-
definitely do that.
How does that? That's weird. Well,
Magic.
magic. Yeah, magic drunk. I guess while this is going on, might as well pull out the crystal ball and be nostalgic / empathetic toward all of our other friends and start searching for like Juliana, Peggy, the usual folk that we travel with for the Underdark.
Ostrich, yeah.
Ostrich, yep. Grovel.
Piss Wizard.
Piss
Rizzo.
Wizard. Yes, Rizzo. Try to search for a tourist like I always do.
Okay. Well, we'll probably have to do all of that next time.
Damn it!
It is midnight. So, thank you everybody that came out to watch. If you want to watch Famladan, the rest of Famladan, you can watch us every Sunday night from 9 p.m. to midnight for the Dorkvision stream. Watch our sister stream on Wednesdays from 7 to 10. And find my books on DriveThruRPG and the DMs Guild, including my Book of Slimes, Book of Gastromancy, my Book of Secrets, and my City Generator. If you want to support me in another way, you can do so on Patreon/Noble. Next time, we'll hopefully do a bit more shopping, probably conclude everything here in
Rare
Family
things.
before rushing off to the next adventure. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.
Have a good week.
Peace out.
Stick around for the raid.